Hello, everyone. We are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, mini-series, and long-running campaigns. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. We also occasionally remember to center our webcams. Tonight, episode 7 of our Avatar Legends campaign, Legacy of the Lost, lovingly titled The Darkness Within. I'm sure it means nothing. I'm sure we are all fine. Before we dive into it, we do have just a few announcements to go through. The first being we do have a sponsor for tonight's stream. That is Soul Muppet Publishing. They publish a ton of games, but if you watched our Orbital Blues playthrough recently, as well as upcoming very soon, they publish that. So if you like awesome TTRPGs by indie writers, highly recommend you go check them out. You can use our link right there, post it in the chat. If you decide to check out their store and get anything, it does go to support us, and we heckin' love you for it. Other than that, if you miss any of our streams, you can find them on our YouTube channel, just Lost Caravan RPG at YouTube. And I think we are one video away from hitting 200? 300? Hold on, now I gotta look. There's so many videos
Live
up.
fact checking.
That's
We
awesome.
would never lie to you
We have
guys.
299 videos uploaded to our channel.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of videos.
A lot of videos.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you ever want to see some cool people tell some cool stories in a ton of different TTRPGs, go check them out. It's all just a bunch of nerds having fun. I think that's all I got. Yeah, I'm gonna pass it on over. Let everyone tell you who they are, who they're playing tonight, and how excited we are that it's just gonna be a totally normal session. Nothing strange is gonna happen. We'll go down the line, starting for me, which means that first up is Caitlin.
Hey everybody, I am Caitlin. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I'll be playing Mayari Besho. And maybe something else inside, I don't know. Anyway, Mayari uses she, they pronouns. And you can find me at KKennyPlays. Mayari's incredibly excited for a totally normal episode of just hanging out with friends and chilling and not trying to further investigate what may be inside and or on rooftops. So I think she's also ready for another shower. Yeah, good.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah, everything's great. Over to Matt.
My name is Matt, he, him pronouns. You can find me everywhere as Improv and RPG, and I'll be playing Faye, also he, him pronouns, and oh my goodness. Faye is excited. Faye has no idea necessarily what's going on in the head of Mayari, but Faye's got some, some other internal stuff that he's struggling with as he's commissioned a little heartfelt gift, a little cast iron pan for the person of his affections. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if he's able to juggle that, and also, teamwork. Fingers crossed.
And over to Extra.
Yo, that's me. Hello, everybody. I'm Mixtel. I'm gonna be pronouns are he, him. Playing Ember, also pronouns are he, him. That's grammatically correct. Ember's quote for the night is, "You merely adopted the trauma. I was born in it." Molded by it. So yeah, that's all I get.
We're excited. we love some good character trauma. And then reprising, out of all the games that I play, I always love to have that one character that is like the solid voice of reason that without fail, every single time has that moment of I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. And Winter, I feel, has perfectly portrayed this.
Hello, everyone. As I was introduced, yes, I am Winter. I use it/she pronouns, playing Dai Z Zin using he/him pronouns, and Dai's having a good time, completely oblivious to everything going on. But the fact Andrew had to specifically point out my character means I am probably going to suffer a lot this game. Here's hoping.
Never. That sounds
Absolutely not.
no.
Not you.
No.
So ominous. Just
And
saying.
then over to McCall.
Hi, I'm McCall. She, they pronouns. I'm playing Kim Tomo. She, her pronouns? Question mark. I forgot my own character. It's been like a
It's
month
been a
since I
month.
played.
It's been a while.
A hot second.
And so much has happened since then. And Kim is going into this session with the mindset of shit, really, not again. Sigh.
I mean, we all just went through some traumatic events. We came out the other side. There's no possible way that life would throw more at you all. You've made it through the worst of it. It's easy sailing from here. None of them believe me. Not a single person on your screen believes me.
The rest of this campaign has to be just us becoming pro-bending champions, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Really,
Notice
so
is
much
the
has already
only
happened.
notices we are only halfway through this season. Okay.
I mean, the whole becoming pro bending champions. I mean, honestly, when are we gonna get released from the Infinite Tsukiyomi? Is my question. Because that's not what's happening for real.
That just leaves me, of course. I am Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's game, and for most games around here, although you are going to see a bunch of friendly faces behind the GM seat in the coming weeks, we have a bunch of great storytellers that want to tell a bunch of great stories. We are here to support it, especially for the upcoming Caravan of Cthulhu event. 13 games of... Is it 13? It's 11 or 13, one of the two. Of either 7th edition Call of Cthulhu or Delta Green. There's multiple GMs reading multiple stories, and it's just going to be a blast. We're also going to be hosting a charity event with some really cool prizes at the end for everyone that donates, and we're really excited. So come check it out next week. Oh my god, it's so soon.
Oh no.
Oh god, it's so soon. Anyways,
Don't think about it.
You got this. It's gonna be great.
We should probably kick this off.
We can just stay in the intro all the time.
Yeah.
We don't need to go
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
We could avoid.
This
the
could
drama.
just be a big old Q&A session.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Get to know the characters type of thing. Well, the characters instead of
So, last time, we had some interesting things happen. We got to reconcile a little as everyone finally had a chance to have a heart-to-heart. We all aired some grievances, we all listened to each other, and found that we were all hurting. That mission did not go well for anyone, and everyone was still reeling in their own ways. But we came together. And in doing so, we finally, sessions later, tracked down this old man who had offered to give you all this pro-bending contract, to give you a shot. And you all proved that it was worth it. You took on another amateur team and won, earning their respect and hopefully a shot at a future in bending. But it wasn't all sunshine and roses. One of us got a glimpse of a much darker world. A place where Republic City was left in rubble, and creatures were free to roam, as if humans weren't around anymore. And I feel like that's a great place for us to pick up. Mayari, you can hear very faintly the conversations from your friends. They are even talking to you, and you can hear yourself replying and laughing. But it's not you. You're staring out at this rubble-filled street, screeches of these otherworldly creatures echoing in the distance. What would you like to do?
I think I'd like to. I'm torn. I think between trying to like just scream out and see if I can get my friend's attention, but also like knowing in this space that might summon another ape with a shark mouth or something of the like. So that doesn't seem wise. I think instead she'll seek higher ground to see if she can find, like from a higher vantage point, if she can see more of what's going on here, or yeah, just get a different angle on the situation.
Okay. There's rubble all over the place. You could pretty easily get a vantage point. Even 20, 25 feet up as you begin your climb, the shadow still just kind of looms over the city of some big bird-like creature just patrolling. Doesn't seem to have noticed you. But from here you can stare out at the water, looking over top of all of the rubble that you've been staring at, and see that where there was a bay full of ships and life, now it's wreckage and rubble.
Do I get a sense from all this of like, was it the creatures that did all this? Was it some other kind of calamity and the creatures have filled in since then? What's my sense?
It's a little hard to tell maybe what caused everything, but the destruction you're seeing would either have to be something very big or a lot of very little things over a long period of time, so either is very possible.
These creatures that I'm seeing, including this like large bird, are they anything like any creatures I've ever seen before? Are there some recognizable animals, or are they all different kinds of mutations, or...
Has Mayari ever looked much into the study of like the spirit world?
I think she stayed with the with one of the air temples for at least a year to study with them. So I think she'd have maybe like a loose idea from what she might have learned from the monks there.
These things look like rage incarnate. They look like fear. They look like mistrust. These are just all of the darkest parts of us manifest into creatures. Just staring at one for a few moments too long starts to just consume you in these various emotions.
I think in kind of doing that, like my gaze dwells on the large bird that's like looming over, and I'm gonna try to turn to seek out like the voices and vision of my friends again. Is there like how am I experiencing? Is there a wall I can break through, or some kind of thing that I can reach out? Do I have any kind of sense of that?
The fact that you're connected at all, I think, would be a signifier that you're not completely lost.
how to do this without alerting the creatures. I think Mayari's gonna get really small for a moment and just kind of like curl in on herself. And she's just going to kind of like focus as hard as she can, calling in some of that monk teaching and like really get into a meditative state and try to like just Kim. She's gonna repeat it until she feels like she's reaching something, but as quiet as she can so as not to like alert anything's attention.
It's like little drops into a still pond. Every time you call out, the waves just ripple the tiniest bit and then die off before reaching anyone. It seems like you could put more force into this. You have the potential. But like you said, the louder you are, the more attention you're drawing.
Oof. Okay. I've got a couple conditions to clear. Four of the 5, actually. So I feel like now is a ripe time to clear one of them, whether this decision is good or bad. Okay. I think. I think she's going to try to get rid of the insecure condition by acting in a foolhardy way, without talking to her companions because she can't reach them. And so I think she feels that kind of like anger bubbling up, the one that's hers and also not hers, and that kind of like she notes that and wants to squash it down, and that insecurity of her own capabilities like kind of rises up, and she wants nothing more than to like lash out at that. And she goes like, and like just like as loud as she can, and she's going to just try to summon like all the water she can to her and just like let it like kind of explode out from her. She's going to try to make these little ripples into waves as she like just lets this all out.
Yeah. What kind of move do you think that would fall under?
Oof. I think that's a good question. We're revisiting things. I think she is. I mean, she's not relying on skills or training or anything. Maybe pushing her luck. I don't know if that feels right either.
I was going to suggest
risky.
push your luck. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very good.
Okay.
Roll with passion.
So that's passion, which is not great for me, y'all. It's not terrible, but it's not great.
Let's
You
go.
Okay.
got this.
All right, that is a 12, a 6 and a 5 on the die.
Nice.
Let's go.
Heck yeah.
Unlike before, where it was just drips into a pool that was trying to break through, this is taking a boulder and just tossing it off a cliff, and it hits with a splash. Kim, it is so much force and so much passion that even though everything around you is normal and you are talking and laughing, it is just suddenly like someone just almost just screamed at the back of your head.
I have no idea what I would do in that situation.
I
I'd probably just like take a step back and really look at everyone in our surroundings.
Mayari, the entirety of the city below you starts to come to life. Rubble just pushes itself out of the way. The creatures start rising up. And you hear a voice call up to you from the ground. Hey! I don't know who you are, but you know where this place is?
What? I'm gonna look down. Who is this person? What? Why do they sound like a normal person?
I mean, you would recognize, like, Water Tribe attire. Just very long, flowing, dark hair. She just looks up at you. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have done that. As these creatures just start pouring up out of the rubble.
Are the creatures coming after this person who's down there?
Both of you.
I think maybe you need to get up here because I'm seeing they're all coming for us. I'm sorry. I will like try to. Is there anything I can lower down or like some kind of thing I can try to help this person get up here faster?
Don't worry about me. Like, cracks her neck and kind of just starts loosening up a little. Like, the first wave of them hits, and you just see part of this street just lift itself up and then collapse onto them. Immediately, moments later, a jet of flame just shoots out back from behind her, filling the other half of the street. If you have a way to get out of here, I'd suggest you do that.
Wow.
Oh my god. Are you an avatar? Are you just the street fire? You're dressed like a waterbender. Who are you?
Yeah, I don't think you're real. I think, like, punches out again. Another jet of flame just fills a building. Like, you're part of my manifestation, my subconscious? I don't know how this works. Think you're supposed to be here to teach me a lesson or something?
No, that's you for me, because I'm in this space possessed by something shadowy, and you're here and you're an avatar, so you're supposed to be the one who teaches me a lesson, right?
There's a moment where you hear this heavy sigh, and a stream of water just shoots up, lifting her up onto the same level you are. And you see just these strikingly blue eyes that just stare at you. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do, right? I'm gonna hit you really hard, because you're not supposed to be here, and that should just send you back where you came from. Whoever that is, you tell whoever sent you here that they get to mess with me the next time they touch you, alright?
I mean, I really don't like the idea of you hitting me. I think that sounds really unappealing.
Too late. Reels back and just,
shit.
like, open palm to the chest. This strike that, for a moment, just there's no heartbeat, there's no breath, there's nothing. Back at our table, all of you see Kim just kind of reeling back, looking at you all as if something just happened that only Kim noticed. And then Mayari just goes tumbling out of her chair to the ground.
That's it happened again, I guess. Goodness.
Amber takes a drink. I don't think they pay us enough for this.
Without a word, I am going to help Mayari up.
Dai like goes to lean like to go and help him and sees Kim goes first and Dai's just like, oh, you got it, yeah.
I think Kim goes, and something you haven't felt from Mayari, maybe since the initial days, So when you go to take an arm, she like flinches away from, like pulls away from you, and it's just like reorienting herself, and she looks at you, and you see something in her eyes that's like a little wary, a little like it's like she expected something of you and you didn't meet that expectation. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm looking around. Does Republic City look like it's in rubble? I'm back with my friends.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
there's a crowd of people all staring at you.
I I
Take a deep breath.
don't talk to me right now. I can't talk to you right now. She's gonna get up and I don't go wherever, outside of wherever they are, or just around the corner in an alley, like wherever she can get away and out of sight of her friends and these other people who are watching.
Yeah, I've been. Unless your friends get up to chase you, you'd be free to run. Yeah, we are having some minor technical difficulties. Bear with us for just a moment.
I'm gonna look at Kim.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Should we go after her?
No. It seems like she really wants to be alone.
Well, you know her better than I.
Okay.
Hmm.
You're all left sitting there. The crowd kind of murmurs for a moment, but people otherwise go about their day. Mayari, are you headed anywhere in particular?
I think she's just trying to get out of any immediate sight lines. Like she's not wanting to go far. She's just wanting to crawl into a hole. Is essentially what she wants to do. She doesn't feel safe, and she doesn't feel like people are safe around her in this moment.
You'd just almost instinctively follow this path that just leads you down alleyways, down street, past buildings, the sound of the city just getting quieter and quieter until you're left in this dark alley, almost like a shield to block everything else out. But you're not alone. There's something there. Something that desperately wants to just embrace you in a hug. That same feeling that you got when you were pulled back from your last trip, that same feeling that called out to you. Like you just have to reach out and accept it.
Um, I think she's feeling really alone right now. Her friends don't seem to understand what's happening to her, and she also is like doesn't even know how to share anything that happened. I think she's for a moment going to think about that avatar she saw. And is again kind of trying to just go into that meditative place and figure out it, even though she knows it's not, but hoping that the voice that's calling out to her is that avatar and not the dark thing.
In Mayari's mind, does she refer to this thing as the dark thing?
It is. This is just like whatever. I think she has like compiled like all of this shadow stuff, and she's not sure. She like part of her thinks, is it the bird? Is it some other entity? Is it a part of, like, is it my own shadow? Is it, you know, whatever it is, feels like it came from this necklace, but she doesn't feel like she's seen the thing. It feels like an echo to her, but maybe it's because all of this craziness has been happening. So all she knows is that it's this alluring voice that keeps calling, that she knows deep down is probably not a voice to follow, even if it is so tempting.
After a few moments, almost motherly, you would feel that presence just kind of envelop you. And hear this very soft humming. A song that I haven't heard before. It's just very simple.
I think she starts to unconsciously rock to it. And this feels both natural and unnatural because her mother was not the humming, rocking sort. So it's not that kind of familiarity, but it's something that feels even deeper rooted. And I think she actually, through that, feels like that's been the most comfort she's had in a long time. And I think she will kind of sink into it.
Okay. At this, the rest of you watched Mayari run, wanting to give her time to figure out what's happening, time to breathe, space to just exist. What would all the rest of you be doing?
I think Di would effectively literally just be sitting there counting out about like 2-ish minutes, 3-ish minutes. And then after a bit, would just be like, okay, we should go find her.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Ember stands up.
I mean, you all saw the direction she ran. How would you like to try to track down this person that just frantically sprinted their way through the city? I don't even think Mayari knows where she is right now.
Nope.
I think I would literally just like be one looking for like if things were like knocked over or if there's like tracks like skidded or something on the ground, like maybe I already like knocked something while she was sprinting. And if that's anything, literally just be like asking people as they pass, like, hey, have you seen Mayari description of Mayari? And just using those things, it's going to be slow. Dai is not like sprinting around doing this, but it is slow, methodical work.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a tracker, but he's going to try. That's what he's got.
How about assess the situation?
Ooh, I do like assessing situations.
Rolling with creativity.
Just kidding. I do not
I
like
believe in you.
You got
You can do
this.
it.
I believe in you. You got it.
Yeah.
Let's give it a try. That's gonna be a 5.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well,
Die
good
is not good
news.
at assessing situations.
You'll get an extra XP at the end of the session because you failed at least a roll.
Yay!
Yes.
But yeah, asking around, it kind of starts to just bring you in circles. People that go, oh yeah, of course, yes. A young lady frantically sprinting down that street, take 2 rights, go another 2 blocks. I believe that's where she was headed, and it literally just starts looping you around.
I try.
I think Ember starts to think back about after like what happened at the factory,
Mm-hmm.
and he starts to think of like, what did I do? And I think he's trying to find. I think he's trying to find them based on like that, based on like the just like need to go somewhere and like
Gotcha.
not be perceived, because that's how he felt.
How about rolling with focus?
Ooh, that is my specialty. I believe.
Nice.
Good.
That is who I am. I'm
Don't
a
let it-
focused individual.
Don't let us down.
All right, that is a 9.
Ooh.
Okay. That's something. It's gonna start leading you. I mean, you after like 1.5 passes through these streets and recognizing buildings and alleyways and recognizing people you're passing by again, you'd all see Ember just stop, take a breath, turn, and just start walking. Everyone else, Faye, Kim, and Day, would the 3 of you roll your creativity, please?
Okay.
No.
I believe in you.
Hey, at least I will say this. I'm consistent.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Another
Oh no!
5. Yeah.
Nice.
I am a
Consistency
7.
is key.
7. Okay.
I've got 11. We can open a convenience store.
Um, Kim, you're as Ember starts to walk, you just kind of get this feeling, just that tingling in the back of your neck. That's like someone's watching you. But of course, people are watching you. You've all been looping around the city for the last like 15 minutes. Of course, people are watching you. But Faye, you'd get a glimpse for just a moment from a rooftop as it looks like someone is staring down, watching you all turn down this alleyway.
In that case, Faye is gonna go over to Die and say, there's someone watching us. What should I do?
If Die looks up, can he spot like the person retreating, or is he
They
gone by
were
that
there
point?
for half a
Like a
second,
second.
maybe.
All right. Is there like a place that Die could like get up to the roof somehow?
Absolutely.
Oh heck yeah! And we're gonna make this. Actually, is my focus even that good? No, my focus is bad. So yeah, Die's just gonna not matrix jump up to the roof because Die is just a person, and we'll just do the person thing and get up to the roof manually.
Stairs and ladders.
Yeah, normal people things.
Yeah. Being on roofs is the greatest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd get up
What's it called?
there. I mean, there's people on a lot of rooftops. Either they're working at some form of construction or just staring out over the city, enjoying the warm day. Anything in particular you're looking for?
I don't know anyone that looks weirdly suspicious on a roof. I don't know, whatever an ominous figure would look like, watching hapless young adults walking through the street.
Yes.
There's
Anyone
just,
who looks out of place on the roof.
there's just one figure clad in like too tall obsidian armor with a sign that says evil.
I mean, hey, if there's a guy up there like that, that's who I'm talking to.
Name tag says BBEG.
No,
Handing out block coupons.
not really.
Alright. Well, I guess while Dai's up here, this could give a pretty good vantage point and just kind of looks for person probably in a fetal position crying. That's what he assumes Mayori is doing at the moment, probably crying somewhere. And just
I mean, at the very least, you're seeing Ember, who is just almost like aimlessly walking and then stops and backtracks a little and goes up an alleyway and then makes like a sharp left and goes up another street and like again almost aimlessly, but there's just this very faint purpose that you can see in every step of Ember's.
definitely a
The
method.
rhyme and reason is that there's no rhyme or reason.
If Dai like kind of like charts out the course that like he's expecting Ember to go based on like the layouts of the streets, could he get to like a like oh, there's a person in that direction.
That's
Like
yeah.
I
smart.
assume Ember's moving in like a vague-ish like specific direction, so if you just look out for that direction.
That, and I think you know at least parts of the city well enough to kind of have an idea of, okay, if I was running somewhere to hide and be alone, I wouldn't go there, wouldn't go there. Just instinct alone, that combined with Ember's own chaotic sense of direction, yeah, I feel like you'd have a pretty good idea of where Mayari is.
Cool. And Dai staying on the rooftops and keeping an eye out for any just weird figures lurking about is going to like go that direction, like jumping from roof to roof.
Yeah.
Because we're avatar characters, we can jump
Why
from roof
not?
to roof. That's
Yeah, you got to. You got to at some point.
You have to at some point. We have to have a rooftop chase at some point. It's
If we don't, why are we here? You know?
I'm just like I imagine Dai is like pole vaulting, just casual normal people thing.
Totally normal.
Well, Faye and Kim, the two of you are left to either to the rooftops or to follow along behind Ember.
Oh, I'm going on the rooftop. The second I saw Day start looking up at the roof, I was already dust stepping my way up there.
I'm glad you said that. I'm not going on the roof. Shoot.
Okay. So we have effectively three-way split the party.
I support it.
Hey, we're all moving the same direction at least.
We're trying.
We're
Destination.
We're separated, but we're not we're divided. We're not separated.
Well, thankfully, all of you, in your own ways, just start to converge. And when you get close enough, you can also hear this humming. Like a lullaby that's just kind of echoing through this street that is oddly empty. You can see Mayari there, just huddled against the wall, rocking ever so faintly back and forth.
Is the humming in Mayari's voice? Like Mayari is humming?
No.
Cool! Love it.
I'm going to create a ball of fire in my hand. Just for light. I'm not going to throw it at anybody.
Okay.
That depends on what happens, honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was going to turn into a real fist fight between Kim and Ember just now.
Oh goodness!
But he does blue flame in his hand, just a blue fireball, just for light, just to illuminate this place as bright as he can make it. He hopes to leave no shadows, but shadows will be there probably.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's dark alley lit by firelight with a rocking Mayari and a humming coming from nowhere. Great. This is
Normal people things. I love
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am.
Just saying it like this isn't one of the more mundane weird things we've done so
True.
far.
You know,
It's really
yeah.
not, actually.
It's
There's been weirder things.
At this
Yeah,
moment,
honestly. Oh,
I need to know who would like to use defend and maneuver, who would like to use attack and advance, and who would
I
like to
hate
evade
that.
and observe.
Oh my
Mm.
gosh.
I'm evading and observing. Kim is fine up here.
Why you gotta do
Y'all
me like
want to mess
this?
around like that, then y'all do that.
Okay, the real question is, and this will influence my decision,
Mhm.
am I seeing something?
You're seeing
or is it
Mayari?
just... Okay, so there's nothing coming at me.
No?
Yep.
Alright, then it's gonna be defendant maneuver.
Dai is on the evade and observe game plan as well.
Defend and maneuver.
Am I conscious of things or no?
You are conscious. You're not unconscious, but
Yes.
whatever this is effectively trying to shut out the rest of the city. So it's just the two of you.
All right.
Well, defend and maneuver is up first. You can all feel this presence. You can hear that humming. And even though you are there, you have light, you are all talking, Mayari is not responding. There's something in the way. It is not happy you're here.
I'll go first then, I guess.
Okay.
I will roll for this, which is what is it again? It is focus. That's what I'm good at. That's who I am. I'm a focused individual. Ooh, it's gonna be nice. So that's a 10.
10 is choose from the list. You can either mark a fatigue to use a learned technique, use one practice technique, or two different basic or master techniques.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use one master and one basic. If that's chill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use steady stance. So you all see Ember sort of like just get into a sort of defensive stance as this flame sort of kind of like he moves it to like rest on his shoulder a bit. So it's still there, it's just on his shoulder. And he just holds his hands out. And then the next one I'm going to use is retaliate.
Okay.
So if anything comes at me,
Gotcha.
you know.
Anyone else defend?
Yes. All right, let's see. Okay, that's a 7.
So one basic or master technique.
Okay, I would like to seize a position.
Ooh.
I'd like to maneuver so that I am I'd like to move so that I'm covering the other side of the alleyway so I can see if there's anyone coming from there.
Whatever this figure is going to mark a fatigue as you're running, just aiming. Like you are looking at the other end of the street and you just start running towards it and find that you haven't gone anywhere. You come sprinting up to the spot where you just left.
Thanks, I hate it.
Ember, did you see that?
Yep.
I don't get it.
Neither do I. This is all that spirit stuff.
Just classic spirit stuff.
Anyone advance and attack? Okay. Evade and observe. Whoever wants to go first, you can roll with creativity. Hey. Oh, creativity or harmony. Or
Thank
harmony.
you. One thing I'm good at.
Also, side note, I love the two parents of the group being like, "No, you go first."
No, nah, I'm going in. I'm going in. I think I had the rule book open and now it's going. I'll find it later. So what I'm going to do is I rolled. I got a 9. So I'm
Nice.
going to use my special thing, slide around the blow. So I can slip through. I assume no foe is engaged with me.
They are.
They are engaged with me.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Honestly, even better. A foe I'm engaged with must remain engaged with me and can only use techniques against me in the next exchange.
Absolutely.
So I am drawing aggro. Or Dai just kind of leaps into the alley next to Mayari, just staff out, just ready.
Dai
Stance.
just exudes just this confidence and this desire to help, this focus of trying to reach through to Mayari, and you are drawing the shadows to you.
Ooh.
Kim,
What is it that I roll with?
either creativity or harmony.
That is a 6.
You can shift your balance away from center by 1, and it will let you use 1 basic technique. Or you can simply just miss.
I'll use a technique. Sure.
Shift your
Oh,
balance by
Probably
1.
gonna shift in my balance.
Shift.
I'm going to hinder,
Ooh.
aid or impede a nearby character, inflicting an appropriate status. What are the statuses?
Negative statuses are
Negative.
doomed, impaired, trapped, or stunned.
Let's do stunned. I want to stun whatever this is.
Don't know that you have any means of stunning the darkness.
Challenging me?
Impaired would certainly make a lot of sense. Again, just exuding your own, platonic care and love for Mayari, just drawing the darkness away, giving Mayari a chance to break through on her own.
Yeah, fine. Impaired. The darkness is now impaired.
Yes.
Which means that it gets 1 fewer techniques, because it is also going evade and observe. Which is unfortunate.
Oh. Why?
Unfortunate for us or
Sir?
unfortunate for y'all?
Why?
Sir? What does that mean?
Shadow bending third form. Yeah.
Chimera Shadow Guardian.
Well, it is going to use test balance. So it is going to test Kim's balance.
Can only use
Oh,
things
that's
against
right.
me.
Yes. It's gonna,
Oh snap!
gonna test
So
Dai's
good.
balance.
Okay, so how does that work exactly?
So you must answer what your principles are truthfully.
Okay. My principle, I am still absolutely balanced between support and leadership. Every time it shifts, I manage to shift it back. Do I have to roll for that, or is it just okay?
It is going to start attacking that belief that you can lead these people.
I don't like
Clearly,
that.
they don't respect you. Clearly, you are not a leader to them. It just starts weaseling in these feelings, just these emotions, attacking those thoughts and beliefs. I'm going to have you shift away from leadership by 1.
Towards support. That makes
Towards
sense.
support.
Mhm.
We're also gonna hinder.
Oh no.
We are going to trap die. Just
Oh.
bringing in this wave of darkness, washing over all of you, but for most of you it fades, and the light of the street returns. But Die is nowhere to be seen.
We
Oh my
told you we
gosh.
would eat you all.
The dark
Why?
will consumes all.
Honestly,
Why?
just where I want to be, actually.
Oh,
And you'll see why next turn.
oh my
Yes,
gosh.
guide and comfort me from the inside.
Dai's turning on us.
And I should
the
have
only
had
reason why he came back.
2 more actions, but I don't.
Ooh.
Only have 1. And I'm trying to prioritize what's more important.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Think it's going to use its mastered ability of Soul Siphon on
Oh.
Mayari.
Yes.
Oh.
Ah.
I assume it trapping me gets rid of the fact that it can only attack me.
It's
Because
more
magical
that
trapping,
because it's connected to Mayari, it's just
Yeah, that makes
how
sense.
it continues to live.
Cool. Yeah, makes sense.
Mayari, what is your lowest stat?
My lowest stat is harmony. I have a -1 in harmony.
Don't even need to roll.
I am disharmonious, everyone.
Oof.
Any action that would require harmony is ineligible for you to select.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Oof.
Wow.
Top of the next round, Mayari, part of you just feels like it's just kind of getting pulled and stretched, and that coldness is again starting to sink in despite the comfort that you've been feeling. And you can see movement through the shadows. It's hard to picture what it is, but you can see that there is movement. I'll leave it up to you if you feel like you would enter combat.
The movement that I see, like, am I hearing my friends' voices, or am I just in this dark
It's
place?
just a lullaby.
I think she's maybe a little annoyed by even the slight disturbance from this lullaby, and I think she's just trying to turn away from these sounds that are trying to disturb this comforting, like, moment in darkness for her. And I think the others would just see Mayari kind of bend in on herself even more, and they hear her voice at first, and it's quiet and then grows. Leave us alone! And that just comes out as she continues to rock.
Would you feel it appropriate to say that that would be at least a strike towards your companions?
Ooh, yeah, I'd say that might be a strike.
So everyone can either mark 2 fatigue, mark a condition, or shift your balance away from something.
I will. This is still the same exchange, correct?
Yep.
So I'm gonna take the condition, but because I'm doing steady stance, I get to negate the first condition or negative status inflicted on
Beautiful.
Nice.
this exchange.
It's so cool.
I'm just getting tired, baby.
I feel being afraid makes sense, as I have just been sent to Tampa, Florida. I mean, the Shadow Realm.
Accurate.
You know,
Accurate.
is there a difference?
Kim, what are you taking?
I'm taking guilt.
Ooh.
Oh, that hurts in my
Oh,
soul.
Oh, I also was using retaliate.
Oh,
Yes, but doesn't retaliate only work
Hold
if
on.
you mark fatigue?
fatigue inflicts fatigue, a condition, or shifts.
There you go.
Does it count? Because it still technically inflicted it. I just negated it. Does
Yep.
it still count?
Absolutely it does.
God.
So they take 1 fatigue.
Nice.
Mayari or whoever, or the shadow. I don't know.
You are
Both of them.
physically like that fire of yours flares, and just that instinctive warrior like mentality of protect my friends, defeat the enemy, as you just lash out with that fire, only just too late realizing that it is Mayari that you almost just struck. Well, at the top of the second round, is anyone using defend and maneuver?
I am using defend and maneuver.
When you're trapped, you are helpless. You can mark any number, any combination of conditions or fatigue to escape from being trapped. So you could take 2 conditions and a fatigue. You could take 3 fatigue.
What if I wanted to remain trapped?
Then
I'm the top.
you'll remain helpless.
Oh, no, so I just won't be able to act. Period.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking if I'm in the darkness, I'm going to like attack, but cast magic missile in the darkness.
I mean,
Okay, no, that is my
narratively, I'm open to suggestions if you feel like there's something you could do while trapped in the darkness.
Because what I'm thinking, like, if I'm in the darkness, I'm trying to reach out to Mayari, who's also in the darkness,
That's fair.
and I also want the darkness to be focusing its attention on me, not the others.
Okay.
And I actually have a move that I think is kind of relevant here. So
Hit
I
me.
took the move. I took the move from the Idealist playbook. Can't knock me down. If I'm engaged in combat with a superior opposition and openly refuse to back down or flee, which I'm not, and I think giant shadow monster that I can't see or understand the nature of counts as a superior opposition, then I get to roll with Harmony for a defended maneuver.
Yes.
But I cannot escape the scene by using Seize of Position. So I think narratively what that is I am that die is staying in the darkness and directly confronting it. Is that
I'll
valid?
give you a harmony roll. Just set a -1.
-1? Oh, okay. That is going to be a 10.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, you have you can mark a fatigue to use a learned technique. You can use 1 practice technique or 2 different basic or master techniques.
All right. So my techniques. Would using guiding comfort count as a technique in this case?
I think it is the most apt technique you could use in this case.
All right. Well, that's what I'm going to do. Dai is effectively trudging through this darkness that I imagine is just in a void, hearing that song and trying to follow it and like look through it to see Mayari's outline and just call out, Mayari, I know this is beyond all of us. This is terrifying. I have no idea what is going on. But this is all you, Mayari. Whatever this is, it is a part of you, and you can control it. I know you can. I trust you.
I'm gonna make you an offer.
Nice. I like offers.
We'll give you 3 dice on this roll of harmony. But whatever the middle die is how much fatigue you're taking from this.
Bet.
Ooh, snap.
I
Bet.
believe in you.
Bet. Let's go. Taking this devil's deal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
is that middle die as in like low die, high die, middle die?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Not like first die, second die.
No.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and add the third die into that pool and give it a roll.
I believe
All
you.
right, that's going to be a 12, and my middle die is a 3.
All right, all right.
Ooh.
You just
Ugh.
opening yourself up to the darkness, and it's taking that opportunity to just start to rip away at your spirit, at your confidence, anything it can grab to just pull away from you. But your message gets across. Mayari, you can embrace the guidance, or you can shut it down.
I think this is actually really perfect. Because Mayari has not yet been able to absolve the guilt that she's felt in hurting Dai with the whole factory situation. And I think hearing these things, she's in this place of comfort with this humming, with this like maternal darkness. And she is going to make the personal sacrifice of denying that and
Right.
ripping herself away from it to come toward Dai.
Oh!
And I think she'll go so far as to like violently try to rip herself from this thing.
That humming would cease, and you'd hear that voice again. No, why? Why are you? They don't understand you. Please, stay.
Whatever you are a part of me, and I can control you. And she's going to hold on to Dai's words and just like pull herself through this darkness toward Dai's voice.
Just step after step, like fighting through a lake of molasses. Every inch that you can get is just well fought for. It is exhausting until you reach out finally and grab something. You grab a hand. Dai, you feel a hand grab yours. The two of you lock arms. It both just pull.
And I still have my second move.
Oh!
The second move was going to be ready. I'm going to market fatigue to assign or clear a fictionally appropriate status, and I'm going to clear our trapped and yoink out of the darkness.
Oh snap!
Like hand grasp.
Lovely.
Oh.
The rest of you still trying to fight through to get to Mayari find that suddenly the street is just warm again. You can hear noise, you can hear talking, as you're almost kind of dropped an inch or two to the actual street level, finding Mayari and Dai, just hands absolutely grasping onto each other's, white-knuckled, and just sitting there in the middle of the street.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. It's okay.
Thank you for coming for me.
You're my friend. Why wouldn't I?
She'll like look up at you and like tears welled in the eyes. I'm so sorry.
Dies is going to pull her into a hug. It's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just breathe. We're here. We're all here for you. We'll get through this together, okay?
Okay.
That's
Dai. Dai.
I said no words. We can talk later, okay? Okay.
Mayari, you can clear a condition. And Dai, you get to ask one question that must be answered honestly.
Why do you want to embrace the darkness so much?
I think what you feel in her is that it's something that you haven't been privy to in this darkness, but there is a sense of comfort and belonging and strength that she feels in this dark. And I think that last one hits really hard for her, that she doesn't often feel strong despite some of the feats she can manage to pull off.
You're stronger when you let yourself be, Mayari. You don't need any strange spiritual shadow bending or you don't need to be more than you are, Mayari. You're so strong. You have so much to offer, and you are a pillar of this community and your friend group. You don't need this shadow, this whatever it is. Whatever comfort it's offering, whatever strength it's promising, you already have that. You have your friends to comfort and support you, and you have the strength of your own training, your own resolve, your own power. And that power is greater than anything the spirit could give you. Because it comes from you. It's yours.
Day. I'm not what I was before.
No.
Before I was sick.
Sometimes life knocks us down. We fall sometimes, only so we can rise higher than we were before. And I see you rising so much higher than I think you can even imagine. But you have to believe that for yourself. No matter what I say, no matter what our friends have to offer you, at the end of the day, you have to believe it. You have to hold to that. And you can either cling to the darkness, cling to the lies, whatever it's corroding you, whatever it's promising you, or you can hold to the truth. Hold to us. But the only one that can make that choice is yours. It's you. And I trust you'll make the right decision.
Yeah. I want to too.
I know.
Can I talk now? Because there's kind of some things I need to share with you. Because seriously, I just saw a whole thing where Republic City was like all rubble, and there was a giant bird and an ape that had a shark mouth, and there was an avatar who was going around and punched me out of that place because she thought that I was there to be a mentor for her, but I'm clearly nobody's mentor. But I'm strong, just like you said. Sorry, I'm just trying to say it all so I don't forget.
Please say any word you have to say. I've said my piece. Let it out.
Yeah, I think she just keeps on about monsters and a destroyed Republic City and some avatar in waterbending water tribe clothing who was pretty kick-ass.
And Dai is just going to nod along, looking reassuring, while on the inside being, what the fuck is going on?
Does that description of an avatar sound familiar?
Absolutely not. It looked nothing like that.
Hmm.
She had really long dark hair and she was so cool.
Well, you're of the water tribe, and you have
Yeah.
dark hair, and
Yeah.
you're very cool.
Well, I'm not very cool, and also I'm not
You
an
have
avatar.
you have literal shadow bending. You have
Yeah, but
broken the law of physical reality and are manipulating metaphysical forces. You're really cool, Mayari. That's very cool.
Okay, but like also do I have to, how do I get rid of, and I'm going to turn to everyone now that I feel like I'm kind of getting grounded again and just be like I don't know if this thing is I don't know what to do. I need your help. I don't know what to do.
I feel like Ember's been standing there. He's got the flame in his hand again because still no shadows. At least trying to make sure there's no shadows. And he's gonna think back to any book he's read or any stories he's heard about spirits from, like, maybe his grandmother or older people in the Fire Nation.
Yeah, I think every nation would probably have their own kind of versions of like the same things of spirits. I mean, they're typically very loving, they're very caring, very just kind of go with the flow, but then you have times where they get corrupt by that darkness and manifest in this world. But again, it is mostly just hearsay or rumors or folk tales. I don't know that anyone would really have seen something like this in real life.
I know it sounds crazy. I can't but it was real. It was, I don't know what exactly happened to Republic City, if it was one big attack or a lot of small incremental things that built up, but there were no people and the city was infested with these spirits that were rage made manifest, that were just all of the worst feelings made real.
I think I know what's going on. At least an idea. You saw Republic City that was overrun by spirits. A world that was like this one, but different. And you encountered the Avatar, the bridge between our world and the spirit world. I think you might have entered the spirit world. And what you saw was a reflection of Republic City. And that I don't think it's physically destroyed, but there's something wrong with the city. That on some deep level, that rage and that anger and that destruction is somehow part of the city.
Like the discontent of all the people like that we've come across and like stuff that's
Possibly. We know there's a disparity between those who have and those who have not. We know that there are societies and allegiances of people that are looking to overturn that power structure, and those that are willing to uphold that power structure. And maybe that's reflected in the spirit world somehow, or something in the spirit world is impacting Republic City, or I think
but
there's some connection.
how does
But
that explain the avatar, though? I
Well,
mean,
Well,
a
the avatar
waterbending avatar. I
is
mean,
the waterbending avatar, if I understand correctly, waterbending is next in the cycle of elements. And Aang is no longer with us. You met the avatar in the spirit world, where assumably the avatar would remain until they're born again. So perhaps you met a metaphysical, maybe the literal avatar, maybe the idea of the avatar. Spirit stuff is very confusing. I don't really understand it.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not.
honestly, this is
Yeah.
all too advanced for my brain. Whether there's a future avatar that's talked to you or not, the fact remains we got to get that thing probably not inside of you anymore.
Well, that's the important thing. I think whatever it is either some sort of connection to the spirit world or some form of corruption from the spirit. But spirits are definitely involved. It is beyond our knowledge. And I think we need to talk to those traveling performers that might know something. The friend
Just
of Faye's friend.
Like a 12-year-old girl on a bike that just rides past you all, just staring as she just rides down the street. People
We're
have
talking about a show
mostly
that we're putting
been
together.
avoiding the people that are collapsed in the middle of a walkway. But you can see that they're starting to be like, okay, I think we're fine here. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna walk past you. Just pretend I'm not here.
Yeah, keep walking.
Nothing to see here. Just rehearsing for a play.
What?
I don't know what do people do these days. I
Is
didn't
that
get out
what
much.
people do?
I don't know.
Performance.
I mean, yeah, I guess theater is a pastime. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Ember, do you want to do theater? Is that
No.
is that a
It
special
was just
dream, a new purpose?
no. It was just a diversion. It wasn't a.
Okay.
I have no interest in. I don't think I can act, honestly.
I
Gotta
don't
have
think
faith
I,
in
I,
yourself,
I don't
buddy.
I don't think lying is your specialty, my friend.
I don't know what you mean.
You are too honorable and noble a person.
To be an actor?
Yes. Can't trust them. Thespians.
Fair.
Hate thespians.
But the main part is that you almost killed us. Not to make you feel bad. It's just what happened.
Nope.
So
I just looked at Embers.
what do you want me to say that she didn't?
Honest and honorable. All right, keep going.
The second thing is that we need to not let that happen again, because you might hurt not us next time, and that would be bad.
He's shaking his.
You're doing so good, buddy.
I don't know what I need to do. Am I supposed to lie here?
No.
You can say nothing and not further traumatize the traumatized friend.
He hasn't said anything wrong, though.
Kim,
true.
I thought we had something. I thought we
You
were
should have
on the
known
same.
better than to think we were ever on the same page.
I thought we were on the same side. I thought we kind of had a thing with the uplifting and encouraging and not accusing our friends of being
There's
someone
no
who is.
accusations
Oh,
going
well,
on.
Look, I believe that you didn't mean to hurt us.
I don't
Okay,
think
that you don't mean
let's-
to hurt anyone else.
Okay.
Let's
Come on, my mate.
keep
Let's
talking
get you.
about this.
Let's get you, like, some food and some drink, and fresh air that isn't in some random alleyway.
We can return to my home. The luxury may help us come to some ease.
Yes,
Since we have been
please.
literally living in a sewer. Well, you have been literally living in a sewer for about a week, I think, at this point. I've lost track of the days.
First shower was this morning.
Yeah.
Yes, about that.
No, I mean, it kind of helps, when I heat up a little bit, it burns away all the germs. I think we've had this discussion before.
Yes, we have had the conversation about showering, but we need rest. Mayari could use a good rest, a little lying down on something that isn't a repurposed cot underground, away from natural light. So why not just follow me? It'll be great. Probably.
Okay.
Any other suggestions? Any?
I mean, well, it's I don't mind that at all, but I do think at least one or two of us should go talk to the people so that we can have some idea what's going on here.
I was going to propose that we wait maybe closer to nightfall. I believe they're more active in the evening. Less. We don't necessarily want to just stumble in the middle of the day, not when we're all emotionally raw and also somewhat bruised, as Dies rubs his arm after being grappled by magical shadow darkness.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's
but-
fair. Yeah, you all don't look like you're doing too good, and it's true.
Yeah.
We could all use a little.
I can make cookies.
Lesson. That sounds great. I'm sure we have ingredients in the kitchen. I would be very interested in sampling some fine Fire Nation confectionery.
They're spicy.
Mm.
I'm not
Spicy,
surprised.
Spicy chocolate chip cookies are so good.
I think they would
Oh.
be. Those sound good.
Yeah, the combination of sweet and spicy, it's amazing. You should.
Anyways,
Let us indulge, perhaps.
yeah. Unless there's any stops any of you need to make, you are welcome to be escorted into the lap of luxury, a manner that, I mean, it obviously puts your former cots to shame. The more elaborate, more beautified buildings in this city are very clearly so. A manor with folks working across the estates, cleaning staff, wait staff. I mean, the world is really yours. Showers, food. Of course, you are welcome to introduce your friends to whoever here that you would like them to meet.
I think Die would absolutely, like, as we're walking through the manor, just introduce the friends to any of the staff that happen to be about. Not going out of his way to like introduce them to his family, because he's sort of very busy doing other stuff, and this is kind of just we're gonna pop in, pop out real quick kind of thing.
Unless it's
anyone,
like evening meal, they're usually never around.
So, but the gardener and some of the maid staff, and just hello, these are my friends. Hello, just like polite, just polite introductions.
Of course, naturally, you are getting, bows and asking if there's anything that they can get you. Spare rooms are yours with showers and fresh, clean clothes available to all of you.
Oh
Wow.
my
Each room has
gosh.
a bathroom.
Of course.
Yes.
That's nice after so long without that.
Yeah.
Yes. I would,
Goodness.
and what, like, addressing the staff that are like, my friends are not used to such elaborate luxuries. Go easy on them. If they ask any awkward questions or say anything unbecoming, just they're good people.
Of course. Whatever you need, we are here.
Thank you.
And yeah, you're all free to bathe, to relax, to finally enjoy the comforts, the fineries in life. And I feel,
Question:
yes.
Are the clothes fancy?
How fancy of attire would you let be brought
That's
to
what
your
I'm
friends'
assuming.
rooms?
Not like extravagant, but
Mhm.
definitely better than what they're wearing, but not to the point of like evening wear or anything like that. Just
Okay.
like nice clothes, not literal peak of fashion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably what most of you were wearing on that boat ride like a month and a half ago, but has since deteriorated rapidly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I feel like that's a great place for us to take a quick break, give everyone a chance to grab a drink, stretch your legs, recover from a literal boss fight 5 minutes into an episode.
Oh
Yeah, it'd
goodness.
be like that sometimes.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Ticking time bomb.
And yeah, we'll be back in just a few minutes. See you soon. And welcome back. Where we left off, we'd finally gotten the lap of luxury. Our heroes had a much needed pampering, with whether it's a bath or a sauna or just a dunk in the pool, whatever it is, you are welcome to it. But I would like to focus on Kim. Which is, would it be safe to say that Kim, at the very least, did use the showers?
Yeah. Yeah. At the very least, got a little washed up.
Then I think as Kim is getting dressed, brand new, clean clothes, you hear a voice at the balcony to this room. Just, oh, life of luxury here, I guess. Too good for us in the sewers, then. As Dawn is just sitting there in the balcony.
God. Bro, my house. What?
This guy!
This guy?
That's my dad.
Yeah, and he could use the
I
front door and let him in.
um it's nice for a quick stop. Don't plan on being here long.
Have you
How
given
did you
any
get
more
here?
thoughts to my offer?
I have.
And?
As long as all of my uh not demands, but specifications are met. I feel like I could see myself doing that.
Think you could take the responsibility? Have members of this city, have some of your friends hate you, despise the work you do?
Sometimes I get the feeling that they already do.
They trust you. They care for you. If you are to take my place, that will be no more.
I have interest in taking your position, but I don't see no reason why I'd have to cut them off completely in order to do so.
It wouldn't happen immediately, but I have spoken with them. They don't understand the importance of what we do, of what you will do. The evil that you will Evil is such a gruesome term. The crime that you will allow, most will look at it like you're a criminal, like you're doing it for self-gain, not understanding that we work for the betterment of the city just like they do. There are those that will try to end your life. They will try to take your power by force. Are you ready for that?
Perhaps I am.
When that question can be answered with a yes, with no doubt, with no questioning, it's the day that I will hand the reins over. Until then, enjoy your lap of luxury. Your friend caused quite the commotion today.
That she did.
The streets are talking. Someone was manipulating Shadow.
Could you get the streets to stop talking?
Of course.
Or what would it take?
I do have one other job for you whenever you have some time away from the others.
I believe I'll be free after tonight.
And, should tell your friend that the father might be coming to town.
Okay. I would ask how you know that, but I'm not entirely sure if you would tell me.
Even if I could tell you, it brings me too much joy to watch that puzzled look on your face.
I thought so.
You
It was
go,
worth
my
a shot.
dear. Try not to
You as
blow
well.
up anything else.
Cannot make any promises.
Just swings the legs around and just drops off the balcony. For anyone who doesn't know who Don is, who's joining us for the first time, this is like a 60-something-year-old man who's been silently stealing from the majority of the party for most of our campaign, and has also offered them refuge and home and food and drink, um, and is just Kim's dad.
He's
Yeah.
my dad.
He's just a guy. Yeah, it's just
It's
Kim's
just
dad.
a
Yeah.
funny little dude.
Yeah, it's a funky little friend.
Certainly not any sort of cover, just to seem like a very innocent, normal old man.
Sure. I mean, he's Kim's dad. Like, we're gonna trust him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the rest of you are pampered, clean clothes, food is brought up to your rooms, whatever you would like to order. And eventually, you are welcome to beckon everyone to the sitting room, and you're all free to rejoin. Unless, of course, there's anything the rest of you would like to do in your evening of pampering.
Ember just goes down in the kitchen and start making cookies like he said he would.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, I sure hope a certain bee penguin doesn't rob my family blind.
Uh-huh.
That
know
would
what
be
you're talking about.
unfortunate. That would
I-
be so weird.
I will say this. Faye, like the prospect of having a fancy new outfit is also not lost on Zwak. And so like Faye kind of gets similar digs, but I mean his is clearly not as high quality as the clothes, the linens and whatnot that your family would be able to afford. And so like Faye is feeling great, and as is Zwak, as I've got him decked out in a neat little new outfit.
Nice.
And
It's so good.
and now I will say this is the first thing that I've accomplished on my list of legacy of excellence for the bold.
Yes.
Get a new outfit. So
You did it!
let's go.
You
Nice.
did it.
I mean,
Yes.
season
We done
over,
it.
right? We did it.
Yep, we got
Yeah.
we got new
Season.
clothes. Bada
My
bing,
arch-
bada boom.
Everybody. It's been a great time.
Yeah, Ember, I don't feel any need to make you roll for making cookies, but I suppose you could if you wanted to.
That is a family recipe. I feel like he's not like the best cook ever, but he's average. Yeah.
It's muscle memory. You just
Yeah.
know what goes into it. But yeah,
No, yeah.
I think eventually we find ourselves reconvened in the sitting room with freshly baked cookies, tea, water, juice, whatever it is you'd like, all laid out on a table in front of you.
I must say, these have a delectable kick. Thank you.
Oh, that's great, right? You never think about sweet and spicy, but when you do think about it, it's there.
Certainly
Yeah.
not something you see much of in the Earth Kingdom, though.
Well,
So-
I'll give you the recipe. It's great. It's family recipe.
So pass it along to my chef.
If you like sweet and spicy, I've got a family recipe for spicy peach moon cakes.
Oh,
Ooh.
Share, they're my favorite.
so good.
Yeah, they're pretty great in the summertime when the peaches are right. Anyway, these are awesome, Ember. Really, your new purpose should be to be a baker because it's really good. I don't know why, but I'm determined to find your new purpose. I think
I
that's
appreciate it.
okay.
Sounds like a trauma response given your own lack of one currently.
All right.
Cannot tell us that we have to not be accusatory
against
back in the
the wall.
alleyway and then just come out swinging like this day. Typical guest.
I think
Ember,
A guest. Where is your etiquette?
Ember got
Thought
one.
you luxury folks would know better.
Well, clearly my time in the sewer is rubbing off on me. What can I say?
Oh!
Ember just like there's a bit of fire that appears in his hand. It just goes away immediately. And he's like burn.
Oh my god, my
Like,
Ari's
no,
face.
it spells burn in the fire.
Oh god.
I
Just-
I hope my jest was not taken too much to heart.
No, everyone get one in before it's too late.
I figured we could use a bit of levity before we set off on our inevitable conclusion to this great mystery.
Yeah, I always find that it's good to laugh some stuff off if you went through a lot of intense things.
Yeah.
Like it does lighten the mood. It's true. And he just shoves and then he just throws an entire cookie in his mouth like it's a cracker or something.
So, shall we depart then, friend?
I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
I suppose so.
Leaving behind the perfumed air of your estate, we step back out into the streets. The noise of the just wall of people that exists here in the city gets louder and louder as we leave behind the gardens and the waterfalls and the marble pillars. Once again, surrounded by the heart of Republic City. Where we're headed?
That one park
Yep, go into the park
Find
with the
by the pier that
Find
we.
the seer.
Wanderers, I think they were called, you said?
Did I ever
Wandering.
like a place like where? Because I talked to the person. Did they tell me where they met?
Not really, because they don't really have a home. They just kind of exist where they exist.
Oh.
General
Yes.
direction, then.
I guess we'll keep an eye out for anyone that is actively performing or doing
Yeah.
doing a
Especially
thing.
in the evening, now that people are headed home from work, that people are, again, coming out into the city, enjoying the cooling evening air.
I like to note that I think Ember makes a point to walk behind everybody.
I think Mayari notes that and kind of bristles a little bit at the thought, whether or not this is what Ember is thinking, of her going, he's watching me, and he should be.
Is definitely what he's thinking, yeah.
Damn. Dai
Well-
is sticking to Mayari's side, just being a shoulder to lean on if she needs it.
Kim is going to ignore all of the whatever kind of tension there is happening. And remembering that when we first even brought up those entertainers was the same time she had got all those skewers,
Mhm.
and is just going to look for that area again.
Yeah. I mean, you'd all definitely hear the music. You'd hear the applauding of the crowd as you reach the edge of the park, and you can see there's probably a good 4 or 5 dozen people all gathered in like this semicircle. As now the sun is beginning to set, you can see just these flares of fire just kind of shooting up, and these arcing wheels or these jets of fire that pop into displays of sparks that very slowly rain down. Same figure that Ember had run into on your very first day here. Goes through these performances of kicks and spins and twirls and leaps, each one shooting out jets of flame or wheels of flame in various directions before landing in a very superhero pose-esque, just smoking from the hands, from the feet, from the chest, just this intentionally very dark smoke, very thematic. And the crowd just cheers, and obviously a hat is passed around where, tips can be added.
Dai will
Kim's
put them
tossing just a nice handful of coins.
I think as Dai puts them in and passes it to Mayari, I think Dai would have noted that Mayari was like really into the presentation and kind of like let herself loosen up to it. And then the second it ended with this dark smoke kind of billowing over everything, there was an immediate tension.
That will just like lean his shoulder next to Mayari. It's just kind of a like, yeah, like I got you. So like, you good?
I'm here.
Here. I guess as everything is settling down and the hat is being passed, Dai would kind of gesture to the group and would walk forward toward the entertainer, the fire juggler man.
A figure in
Good.
very loose-fitting, very colorful attire. Like, no shirt, but, pants that
Yeah.
just kind of fall down and should just oh god, there's a name for it. I'm drawing a blank, but like where it just kind of like cushions out at the bottom.
Yeah, like
Parachute pants?
like hammer pants.
Pants.
Yeah, kind of like hammer pants.
Okay.
Best, best, most accurate description I can think of at the moment. There's a name for it, I don't remember. But yeah, the moment that you start approaching, obviously he goes into performance, like greeting the crowd and like getting ready to, put on a performance for you, but then recognizes Ember. Oh, hey, it's you.
Hey,
You,
sorry I haven't. I didn't. I realized I didn't know where this was going to happen. So
yeah, no worries. Did you ever find that purpose you were looking for?
still looking. Well, I don't know.
Good.
There's an
Well.
idea, but it's still in the works. You know.
Yeah, I guess if it took longer than a month, probably wouldn't be one of life's greatest mysteries. Oh. Just a moment to catch my breath. Takes a lot out of me.
Yeah, take your time.
So, what brings you to our part of the city here, other than enjoying the fabulous performances?
Well, first, these are my friends here. And he goes one by one, names them Day, Kim, Faye, Myri, and then he's we came to talk to you.
Feel so honored and blessed. And believe it or not, I have heard about. I can only assume it's all of you. Things certainly got a little more interesting once you all got to the city.
You know.
We bring the party.
Apparently. This figure would introduce himself as Rhapsody, leader of the Wanderers.
Oh, no. Well, Friend
Beautiful.
Rhapsody. Very nice name, yes.
This is my sister, Luna. Considerably shorter, feminine figure with kind of like dirty blonde hair that's just pulled up into a very tight ponytail. Stares at you all. You new performances?
No, actually.
No.
We were led to believe that you had a spiritual expert amongst your ranks.
I don't know about spiritual expert. We got a fortune teller. That work?
No, same.
Yeah.
Six
Yeah.
in one, half a dozen the other, so they say.
If you believe in that kind of crap, I guess.
Yeah.
In a world
Yeah.
where people control elements and weird shit happens, yeah, I would believe that.
They'd lead you kind of like away from the scene of the performance and more towards. It almost looks like a traveling caravan of like tents and sitting areas and eating areas and a makeshift kitchen. All of it's just very hastily been set up. Bringing you through, you would meet Taro, the expert juggler, Silvio, their illusionist and magician, and May, the acrobat. As well as you start approaching the tent where they have pointed out this fortune teller, you'd see maybe a 16, 17-year-old young man just sitting there, staring out at the crowds of people, canvas in front of him, just occasionally dipping into some paint and quickly etching something out and staring again. Looks at the five of you, like takes the canvas and just sets it on the ground, quickly puts up a new one, and just starts painting the five of you as you Amber just starts.
Flexing.
I'm like, I'm gonna be in a picture. Yeah.
Kim's all.
Oh,
No,
No
Kim,
flash photography.
Kim, you still have the necklace, correct?
Oh yeah.
Do you?
Uh-oh.
The hell?
Yes, I got it back from you. Yes, I do have it.
Ah, excellent.
But do you?
Do you?
Yep, that's exactly Swag?
Ah,
Oh, Zwok would catch these hands if he tried to take something off me.
oh, I was more worried like weird shadow mojo doing something weird.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, if it's Zwok.
No,
Zwok
you
is the-
like you feel along like the inside pockets. It's
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, I still have it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, so we walk through the fortune teller tent. Oh, sorry.
like pull apart the fabric. Staring inside, it's about what you would expect. You can smell incense burning, like it's been burning and it's kind of just pooled up with no real way to escape until you open the fabric and it all just kind of comes rushing out. Just very acrid scent of something that's supposed to smell pleasant, but in a pool just hits you.
It's a lot. That's a lot.
That's right.
Plants that have been dried and hung like from these makeshift rafters. There's this very gaudy carpet across the bottom of the tent, and a table at the middle. Her figure sits currently just kind of not quite shuffling, but just kind of fidgeting with the deck of cards. But don't just stand there. Do come in.
I will take a step forward and reach a hand out for Mayari to help guide her through.
Come looking for guidance. You are troubled.
Ooh,
Did you know?
that's yeah.
It's pretty par for the course.
Not the first place you've turned.
Par for the course, yeah.
Dealing with something new. Something you didn't expect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, I got
Good.
fired from my job, and it totally didn't.
Ember, buddy.
It's not okay. Yeah,
Pulls back the hood, and it's just this absolute mess of gray hair that just kind of pours out. Very curly. A very wrinkled face underneath. Eyes kind of graying over a little bit, but at one point it looked like they were kind of an amber color. Sit. How can I help you?
We were led to
Are-
believe that you were a expert when it came to the realm and nature of the spirits.
Oh, yes. Spirits and I are good friends.
all of the spirits, or like just
Those that are passing
like
through at the moment.
okay. Um, do you feel a spirit with us now?
Are always spirits with us.
Anything out of the ordinary?
I do sense that You had a recent hardship. Very recent. You were on a very limited time.
Don't
How
like
limited are you talking? Is
yeah,
it
yeah.
like days? Do we get like a month, a year, like 2, 3, 4 maybe?
Not sure. I see end. I see one end. Someone's end. And someone near you recently passed away.
Like looking around everyone else.
And you should be very cautious. Death trails you.
What does that mean for us?
If any of you would like to roll creativity, please do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, I
absolutely.
will.
Yeah.
That's a
Not-
9.
My creativity.
I also got a 9.
I also got a 9.
I'm going to be inconsistent and roll an 11.
Oh,
Hey!
Big roll.
I got an
Hey.
8.
Pretty good.
Uh,
all
Yeah,
around.
Yeah.
that was pretty damn good,
Yeah.
actually.
We
I
all
think-
did well.
At this point, you would all pick up on the fact that you have been given the same spiel that every single customer that comes in
Yeah.
here is given.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm
Miss-
going to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, Miss Fortune Teller Lady, I would like to ask I would like to ask of you to be very serious about what we're about to tell you and what we're about to show you. We would not have come here otherwise. Oh my
Yes,
Ember.
this of course is very serious. I would not joke about death.
Okay. What about the death of like all the people in Republic City? Is that what you're sensing?
Don't believe that it's that powerful. No, I believe it is more intimate, someone very close to you.
Okay. I'm kind of looking to everyone else. I'm kind of trying to get feelers. Are we playing out all the cards?
Him, if you could.
Yeah. I'll pull out the necklace and just I will lay it pendant up on the table, but I will not let go of the chain for it. Are you aware of what this is?
Feels very powerful. Like there was an entity attached to it that no longer is attached. This is
Would you
deep
be-
value to one of you.
Would you be able to sense that entity if it were near you?
It's entirely possible.
I want you to focus, please. We've seen things that are beyond any of our understanding, and I understand that many people come to you for mundane questions of love, questions of guidance. And Day is going to look this person in the eye very seriously. But I need your expertise as someone who understands the spirit world. Please, can you give us accurate information on what we're about to ask. I'm going to make a plead roll.
Please do.
Yeah.
It's with
That's
Harmony.
going to be. Yep, it's going to be a 10.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Let's go.
Okay. I want to be honest with you. But I think whatever you're looking for, I don't think it's me that can help you. I just read people. I tell them what they want to hear. I tell them that their dead ones are looking after them, and I don't know anything about the spirit world. Okay.
What was the blacksmith guy's name that led us here?
Oh,
What was
my
his name?
friend.
Yeah.
Rasmus.
Rasmus seemed to believe in your abilities and your knowledge.
Well, yeah, he's a sweet guy. We're good friends. We have tea and dinner.
Ooh.
Look, if you're talking about the death of everyone in the city, you should talk to the authorities or something.
It's the wrong answer.
There's
Well,
Not for this.
Kind of what I said at the beginning, but
can you at least point us in the direction of someone who has actual knowledge of the spirits? Do you know anyone like that?
that's a lot to ask for.
The only reason we're here is because Rasmus believed in you, and that Rasmus trusted you and your knowledge. Do you really want to let him down? Do you really want to let us down?
She just stares at you for a few moments, and then continues to stare for about a minute.
I just does not look away.
Before like reaching up and like straightening out the hair a little and shedding off that very gaudy like cloak that she was wearing. I'm sorry for that. My friend here can be a bit of a showman, and she means well, I do promise you.
And who is it we have the pleasure of speaking to now?
My name is Shira. I've made friends.
Shira, how do you spell your name?
Shira. I've made
You would not
friends
be a
with this
prince of a power
host
wizard.
for years of dreams of a very interesting soul that just really wants to help those around them. Yes, Rasmus and I are good friends. If he sent you here, it's because you're in need. And, like, the eyes haven't blinked since she started talking. Like, the face it's almost like it's puppeted rather than someone actually having the proper facial movements.
Are
I'm gonna
you
use move.
Please, yeah.
I'm gonna use judging arrival here.
uh-huh.
Nice.
So
We're
I'm gonna,
pulling moves on this cool lady.
I'm gonna roll focus.
Nicest person kind of help us. I'm gonna use a move.
Yeah.
This super dope old lady slash spirit slash
I was about to
whatever.
say.
Look, okay.
She takes the
Ember,
form of a cool old
Ember is
lady.
not trusting spirits at the moment, so I think I failed this though. So that's
Oh no.
yeah, that's a fail. That's a 6 total.
It's a 6. Take a +1. It's a 7. Using one of my teamwork.
Hey.
Great.
Thank you, leader.
Well, in that case, I get to ask a question. And my question is, what do you intend to do next?
Help you.
Cool. I believe that.
I 100.
Here-
The second she like switched Kim's all in, she's no longer like yeah, whatever,
Um,
like
You're,
fortune
are
well,
teller.
you-
she's gonna use a move.
Ooh.
She
Ooh.
gets to treat your move as if it were a miss.
Oh,
And she's
Oh
gonna ask
my
you a
gosh.
question.
yes.
What do you wish that I would do right now?
Hmm.
Help, my friend.
The two of you just lock eyes. He nods, a little creepily, because again, it's like the face is being puppeted from the outside, not the inside. You took a jaunt into the land where you don't belong, but you came back in one piece. How?
That's right.
I think the Avatar, who's
Avatar.
either really, really old or not even, I don't know, not here, not that age anyway, punched me out. And then I got back in. What?
She's not due to be here for many years.
I don't know how to describe it. She was a person who was controlling multiple elements, and it seemed like she was locked in there with me, and she thought at some point too that I was maybe meant to help her break out of whatever it was we were in.
Yes, one day the Avatar will venture into the spirit world looking for answers.
I saw Republic City and it was destroyed, and I don't there were no people, and it was all just angry spirits. Is that what's to come, or is that just showing us a kind of like looking toward die, like a some kind of metaphorical manifestation of what is happening or is going to happen? Or
Do you wish Republic City to die?
no, I was horrified that was where I was trapped, but that's where I was.
Why do you think the spirits chose to show you that world?
I don't know. Whatever one is in me.
Do you think the spirit was trying to trick you then? Make you afraid so you would trust it? It seems
Maybe.
to really want you to rely on it.
It kept saying, "Come back to me."
As if it knew you.
Yeah, but I don't know how. I don't know how. And I don't want it to come out and hurt any of my friends again. I don't want to not be in control of it. So I need your help to fix that.
I helped you with
Put it
this.
back in.
It won't be easy. Easy would be to simply accept it and go on. Let it win. Let it have what it wants.
If I may be so bold to assume that is a less than ideal path for our friends.
That depends from whose perspective you are watching.
Hers, ideally. I
See
assume
that-
giving yourself over to a being of darkness, I'm assuming would not end well for the non-spirit in this arrangement.
You could be powerful. You could rule. You could have a gift that none but the Avatar have ever felt.
There's just the smallest imperceptible, or maybe slightly perceptible to anyone who's really watching, like, clenching of the fists. Just that, like, oh, that power, that strength.
I feel there is a but at the end of that statement.
Life is just perspective. What is a victory for you could be a life-altering defeat for another. What's a defeat for you could be a life's work seen fruition.
Would you allow us to see that alternative perspective then?
I can offer you a glimpse. I cannot bring you back. You find your own way back.
You mean that you could make it so that they could all see what I saw?
I believe so.
I mean... And she'll kind of look to the group and be like, I guess that's up to you, whether or not you want to see for yourself. And you can hear in her tone that there's this element of like, whether you trust me and what I've communicated to you, or whether you don't and feel like you need to see it. And
I trust that what Mayari says from the spirit realm is correct. But my main concern is how do we release the spirit's grasp on Mayari?
when I'm in
Convince it
there,
to move on.
maybe
Move on.
that's right. I was like, maybe you all come in with me, and maybe then I won't be alone in trying to fight it in that space, and we can all get it to go.
Yeah.
That
How does time in the spirit world translate to time in the physical world?
Time moves as it wishes to move. It's not bound to our laws. If it wishes to move slow, it does. If it wishes to move fast, it does.
well,
If going
you
in
can
there helps in any way, beyond.
If it means that she and the people of the city will be safe, I'll do it.
Even if I told you, your actions now would supersede your lifetimes. You will not live long enough to see the impacts. But you still
don't
risk
need to
your
be.
lives.
That is just life. The actions we take now will bear fruit for another generation. That is simply life.
If there's any chance of Republic City becoming what I've seen, yeah, any way to prevent that.
I have no problem giving away my life. It means a whole bunch of people can have a peaceful one.
Let's look at that, Faye. Seems like you'll have a chance to play Avatar after all.
Sick. Let's go.
Then prepare yourselves. Close the business you need to close. Tie up your loose ends. Say goodbye to those that you need to say goodbye to. With the knowledge that you may not return.
All right, how long do we got before this we get zippity zapped into the world of the spirits?
Whenever you're ready.
And clarifying, Aaron, you said Dive very rarely sees his parents anyway, or
Absolutely.
his relative.
Yeah. You could probably disappear for 6 or so months, and they would just assume that you were out busy somewhere.
I've made my peace then.
All right, give me a couple hours. I'll be back, and then
I have someone
So-
I've been avoiding to talk to. And if this really is an all or nothing risk, then I'd like to go visit them.
In that case, as it seems like many of you do have other business, shall we say we reconvene here in 24 hours' time? Will that be enough time for everyone to see through their affairs?
I don't know if I need that long, but sure, why not?
More time is better than less, I
Well,
say. And it'll also
yes.
give us chance to have a full night's rest and think about if we truly wish to walk down this road together. It's not something that should be, not a decision that one should refrain from sleeping on.
I mean, I don't need to be there. I just need to know that we're all going to be, or that, so to speak, humanity is going to be standing still. So whatever risk needs to be taken, I'll take it gladly, but sure.
Yeah. 24 hours should be enough for me.
Hopefully you can get in touch with your friend. Okay. Maybe invite them back to your room one last time.
Sure. If I can find her.
Alright. Like, with that, you'd see this woman's face just go slack and... Oh. Must be the air. Oh, I've had this pounding headache just off and on all day. No, I really don't know anyone that can help you with the spirit shard or whatever that amulet is called.
I know, it's fine. You know what? You
That's-
should really lay off the drink, if you're going to be, having headaches
Yeah,
all
all
the time.
the dark light and so much thick incense.
Maybe
Without proper
maybe,
sunlight and airflow, you're gonna make yourself sick.
maybe take a walk. Enjoy the night air for a bit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some air. Oh, I feel so sick.
Smoking
Thank you so
inhalation will
much.
do you in. Take it from a firebender.
Thank you so much for your time. What was your name again?
At this point, she's gotten up, hand over her mouth, and is pushing past you to get out of the tent.
Yep, this
I'm just gonna put N-A.
all that.
Okay.
Well,
I suppose.
you all have your evening. You have 24 hours. Anyone know what you'd like to do?
Very much so.
I'm going to go visit my family friend, finally. And-
Ooh.
If anyone would like to join, they are more than welcome to.
Ember is going to go try to either his captain or the Fire Lord, whichever comes first.
Nice.
Well, the Fire Lord is definitely not going to be a 24-hour kind of acquisition.
Sup, Zuko? How's it going, buddy?
Hey, spinning your DMs.
Whichever comes
My
first.
best friend.
I will accompany Kim if Kim will let him.
Oh my gosh.
Where's
Um,
Faye gone?
Faye is gonna go. I mean, I'm sure it's not done yet. I just barely made the commission. He's gonna go to Rasmus and then to Li Ming, and then gonna try to find Shen. And that's like the order that he's going through everything. And I mean, I imagine whatever happens, like he'll either be out for a long time or immediately back here.
I think as you all kind of go your separate ways, Mayari, Yubes, see a very familiar figure, tall, dark, and handsome. Zai just sitting, watching, seeing you all step out of the tent and kind of go your separate ways.
Hey.
You've had an eventful day.
You know?
Officially, no. Officially, there was nothing that happened today.
Yeah. She'll like saddle up next to him and just kind of let herself loosen a bit. Would you believe me if I told you that we're about to enter the spirit world to maybe prevent the destruction of Republic City at some point in a future?
Are you serious?
Maybe.
Somehow, it's just believable enough coming from you.
It sounds ridiculous. And I'm the only one who's seen it. And the four of them, they're ready to go into it with me and jump into something they don't even honestly know is really on that other side.
Do you feel responsible for them?
Do you feel responsible for your little trainees when you take them out to glass bend and steal from a shop?
Every single one.
Because you're the only one who knows what it's really like going in on it that first time. I don't know if I've told them enough or if they fully get it until they get it. I don't know that we're strong enough to defeat a whole city of angry spirits.
He's just gonna hold a hand up in front of you, palm up.
She'll like look at it for a bit and then slowly take it. But she won't look back at it.
Very softly grips. Whatever you're doing, I believe in you. They believe in you. Clearly, someone out there, someone beyond my understanding, believes in you. Or else they wouldn't choose you. As I have.
She'll like finally turn to him. But what if it was all a coincidence? What if it was all a mistake?
You feel like it's a mistake?
I don't know that I'm worthy or deserving of this. And she'll like look at him. And then she'll turn away. Responsibility.
No one ever is. But if anyone can handle it, I would put my money on you.
Well, it's good to know that it's probably not your money that you're betting. But,
Trying to be romantic, and you just bring up that I'm a criminal.
I appreciate it, and I find it maybe a little endearing that you're a criminal, which maybe speaks toward my character a bit. I'm not gonna examine that too much because I feel like I've been thoroughly cross-examined today.
I'm
I
not
really
going
like
to
you.
say goodbye to you. Because saying goodbye means that there's a chance that we might not come back. I'm going to say good luck. I'm going to say that I believe in you, I trust you. And I may have other things to say when you do get back.
She'll like kind of smirk a little mischievously at first and then get a little somber. I know she was the fake psychic. I'm not going to explain this, so don't ask. I know she was the fake psychic who said it, but she said someone was going to die. If I don't make it back, promise me that you'll keep doing right by your people. You'll keep doing right by the people of Republic City who need help and aren't getting it. But that you'll try in the least destructive way possible for as long as you can. Don't risk life and limb if you can help it. And look for friends, because they're out there. Now I'm feeling like this is really awkward and I don't know how to do this, so I'm just going to I'm looking at you now and can I kiss you?
I played this situation in my head so many times. I didn't know how to ask. I didn't know what she would say if I did ask.
So you're good with it?
Yes, yes.
Kisses immediately.
Yeah! Let's go!
Finally. God.
Oh my god.
Yes, yes, yes.
To just kind of just, slump back against the wall, and you are very intentionally given privacy as there is an unseen guard just blocking off the streets, just shooing passerbys away.
It's life or death.
And I think you just get a very low chuckle eventually, followed by, it's a very tall ask, but coming from you, of course.
She'll just lean up against him and let her eyes close for a moment without the fear and anger and all the other things she's held on to through the course of these last couple days. And just let herself be for a moment.
Alright. Who's up? Who wants to follow that?
I'll go.
Snap,
Ember talking to Zuko. Here we
Let's
go.
Yo!
Is Zuko, or is like the way he's thinking of it is like it may be my last chance to ever get an audience with the Fire Lord. So he's like I might as well try. But it's whoever comes first, Zuko or his captain that fired him.
Your captain would absolutely be infinitely more accessible.
Oh, right.
I just imagine Ember doing this huge info dump to Zuko sitting on his throne while his regalia just looks, nods. That's rough, buddy.
Sitting on his lap like he's Santa Claus, and then the next after we did that, we no man to his captain then.
Yeah, I mean, do you have enough friends that asking around, I mean, Jury is kind of always busy, always doing something, always in need somewhere, and it will take a little bit to track her down, but I mean, by now it would probably be into the early hours, finding Jury at the dock, a handful of guard nearby, just talking very low to this small group of, they look like travelers, very plain clothed, just hoods up, very intentionally trying not to be seen. But as you know, someone gives a very uniform, very military bow, you can hear your name being presented to her. She turns, looks back at you. Didn't I force you to retire?
Well, first, I thought you said it was more like a hiatus. Second, yeah. No, I came back to talk to you because some stuff that's happened recently, and quite honestly, you're the only person that I know the most in this city. So I wanted to talk to you if that's okay.
You can talk to me whenever you need. Whenever you can find me, it's more accurate. Of course, I'm here for you.
He pulls out his he pulls out the the coin that like his family passes down, that his father recently gave to him. Now that he's, he finally had a big mission to protecting the Fire Lord and everything, and he just like thumbs it, flips it up and down as he sits. In the academy and everything, they teach us to protect and help everyone.
Naturally.
It's kind of hard to get away with that, away from that when that's kind of been your whole life. I understand, why you wanted me to go out and see the world, but I think I found myself in a situation where I'm still doing that. But I guess not in an official capacity, so to speak.
I didn't put you on hiatus because I wanted you to forget how to protect people. I wanted you to figure out what that meant to you. Not being ordered to protect people, but wanting to.
Yeah. I think I figured it out. Maybe? I'm still not entirely sure. There's still the whole, training that kicks in, but
It's been
I have a
6
friend.
weeks. If you already discovered the meaning of your life, I am going to be furious.
No, I don't know if I've discovered the meaning of my life, but I've discovered something that I want to fight for, I guess.
Good.
That makes sense. I made some friends. And, I'm pretty sure they probably see me as some sort of militant, cold-hearted person because, I've never been one to beat around the bush. But
Going to tell you a secret. You're a big softie. It's not a secret. They can probably tell.
I take offense to that. Honestly, I've worked hard to put up this cold exterior. But thank you.
It's a good thing.
Look,
You have friends, you have people that care about you. It's very important.
yeah.
At this, one of those cloaked figures just reaches out to put a hand on your shoulder. When your friends call, ask for help, you need to go and answer.
Thank you, kind stranger.
Don't let them down.
Thank you. That was pretty profound. I appreciate it.
And it lets the hand slip off your shoulder, turns, and all the cloaked figures board a very small vessel. As soon as they step away, the captain and everyone else, the entire rest of the guard, all stand to attention until the figure's gone.
That was weird. Who was that, like an admiral or something?
Something like that.
Did that voice seem familiar to me?
I think after a moment or two of reflection, you've heard the voice of Fire Lord Zuko before.
Yeah! He's gonna I feel like for a moment he heats up like he usually does when he's about to fight, but then he stops and he's like, "Ooh, sorry, that was involuntary." Anyway.
That's rough, buddy.
And then he looks at Captain and he's like, "Wow, okay, you could have told me."
Yes, but then you wouldn't have had the chance to do that.
Yeah, to embarrass myself and no, I appreciate it, but wow, okay, let's go on. This is a perfect last moment to remember. Anyway, the reason I came here is because first and foremost, there may be something that happens within the city that puts everybody in danger, so I want to let you know to be prepared for that. 2, I'm going to try to prevent that thing from happening, so I may not come back. 3. Yep.
Is this something that the city should know about? Is this something you need to take on yourself?
Probably, yeah. At least at the moment, I don't know. I don't know if everybody can go.
There are 2 questions there. You said yes to both. They're opposite questions.
Well, it's a yes. It's yes. The city needs to know about it, but 2, I don't. But a no that I don't think that everybody can go. You know what I mean? It's yes, probably, but probably not. Also, you know what I mean?
If you need help, I'm here.
I think this is something that isn't about me. If that makes sense.
There's this flash of an expression that is not that of a military captain. It's that of a very proud mother.
Mm.
I do. I understand.
But still, I thought I should let you know, just in case, everything goes terrible and then, stuff runs amok and the city gets destroyed. But that's neither here nor there. If we can stop it, then it's fine. So don't worry about it. But the thing that I want to tell you is that I may not come back from this. It's possible. It's entirely possible. So, here, and he hands over the coin.
I'm not holding this forever.
Yeah, just if you don't hear from me, if time works differently, let's say about 20 years at the most. If you don't hear from me, by then, or whatever point between now and 20 years, you don't hear from me, whatever you decide is really up to you. Can you give that back to my dad and tell him that I did the best I could.
If you aren't back to take this coin back from me and give it to him yourself, I'm going to hunt you down. You understand this?
Yeah.
I will give it to him. I will tell him. And then I am coming looking for you. I don't care where you are. I don't care what you're doing. You cannot hide from me.
Yeah. I know that from all the sparring sessions.
Yes, you do.
You still got that, that kick that you do still happening.
My hips aren't what they used to be, but I'm sure I've got it there somewhere.
Yeah, I heard that hips don't lie, so.
Your hips lie.
It's just something I hear.
You have an odd collection of friends.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. I mean, I am Ember,
You
the
are.
prodigy.
You
But-
are Ember. The one and only. I'm very proud of you.
I think at that moment, the facade drops, and he looks very serious, and he goes, "It means a lot."
Come back. Take this coin back from me. We'll see about reinstating you once you're ready.
As a captain,
We'll see.
okay. Look, I'm about to go save the world, so promotion I feel like is in order. But yeah, okay, bye. And then he turns around and walks away.
Or walks off into the night. Who's up?
I'm ready to rock.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely in the realm of wanting to be able to just sit back and relax when I see the double act go on. So I'm so pumped. Okay. So first, Faye is gonna go very confidently to Rasmus. Is Rasmus open by chance right now?
I mean, it's kind of just his house that he sells things out of, so he's
Oh,
always there.
great. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom.
Nice normal knock on the door.
Exactly.
Come back tomorrow. I am closed.
It's Faye. I just wanted to check on my order.
Come in. Yes, come in.
Great. And I'll do like a look down to Zwak and say, "All right, be good in here. You remember, this is our friend. He might have some food for you." Just like Zwak.
Typically,
Just
you
like a-
see Zwak like immediately scoping things out, like,
Mhm.
all right. But no, Zwak just steps in, like, goes up to Rasmus, staring up, does that, like, not quite headbutt, but more like very loving body slam against his ankles.
Yes. So, what I've told you about, I think tonight's got to be the night.
Oh, it's so soon. I had
Yeah.
mostly finished your project. It still needs to be cleaned up, and there were finishing touches that could be done.
Oh no, no worries. I think in this case, it might be fitting that it's not perfect. I'm not perfect.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I thank you. I imagine that Faye, like when he returned the helmet, I mean, Faye is inclined and always has been inclined to believe that people will take his word for things. But there was always a part of him that felt like Rasmus was kind of like a dad that when you go up with an excuse, a lie, but you do the right thing in a roundabout way, that it's just kind of like oh, okay, he's just kind of accepting it and not calling me out. And I always imagined that Rasmus knew that I had pilfered this,
Yeah.
but was a good person and understanding and was chill about it. And so Faye is going to, like, in that moment realize, like, okay, in this moment, Rasmus has been more of a father than his own father had been. And he's just gonna walk forward and try to go for a hug with Rasmus.
Absolutely accepts the hug. Just this big, wide set, heavy bearded man just takes the hug and pats you back a little.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's right over there. Clearly just like wiping at his eyes.
Mm-hmm. And he'll grab the pan, our good old cast iron frying pan, and
metal looks kind of familiar.
You didn't. Your helmet?
I wasn't using it, I promise you.
Oh my gosh.
There's too much happening.
You didn't have to do that.
I'm about to actually cry. Hold on.
Thank you.
Really, it was nothing.
I might be gone for a while. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to talk with you for a little bit.
Everyone ends up where they're meant to be.
Yeah. I promise you. I'll be back. I'll tell you everything as soon as we take care of business.
I expect nothing less. I expect an epic tale once you return.
All right. And Faye at this point he's not quite sure. There's so many emotions bubbling up in him that he just has to hurry. He hurries out. And just with I'd imagine that like when he steps out, his last words to Rasmus, he doesn't want to say them just in fear that he won't want to leave. But he just, when the door's closed, he kind of listens for Rasmus to move away from the door before he just says, "Thank you." And he starts walking towards the tea shop.
You're welcome.
Fails.
The tea shop is about the state you'd expect. A lot of the shops around here are just people's homes that they kind of, sectioned off to be able to display and sell their goods.
Mm-hmm.
You hear very soft singing. Older lady just goes about, setting out dried bunches of herbs for the next day, just kind of cleaning up.
Hi. Li Ming?
Yes. Sorry, I forgot your name. It's
Faye.
of course, Faye. Yes.
Yeah. I was wondering if you had any specialties, something that you might give someone for a special occasion.
Yes. Of course I do. What kind of occasion?
If you need to tell someone something very special.
Special good or special?
It depends. I don't look, it could be good or it could be bad. It just depends on perspective, I think. Like if she likes me back, it's good, but if she hates me, then it's bad.
It's this, that... no. Ignore me.
No.
I do have quite a few blends of herbal teas. I think it's the least that I can do for everything that you all have done for me.
Oh, that would be great. I don't have much. And like,
Wouldn't accept
Faye,
any payments from you anyways.
Are you sure?
Yes, very.
You won't regret it. If things go well, I'm gonna send you the first wedding invite.
Oh, that kind of special.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you're gonna want the good stuff then, not... Hold on. Goes to the
Great.
back of the shop, you hear rustling, and pulls out just this, like, parchment with layers of dust and just blows it off and unfurls it, and it is this immediately aromatic just bunch of herbs.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Don't tell anyone, but it's the same blend that my husband gave me the day that he proposed.
Oh my gosh. This must cost a fortune. You can't just give it to me.
Do whatever I please.
I promise you, I'll pay you back.
Good.
With whatever riches I find, I will. If it takes a lifetime, I'll pay you back.
All right.
With interest.
We'll see. No, you have more important places to be from the sound of it.
Yeah. And Faye will wave the frying pan like clearly.
I don't know what that means, but
Oh, it's the new thing. It's the new thing. I'm just saying.
right. And yeah.
Great. With the bundle of teas, with the frying pan, he's gonna head down into the sewer.
Sitting
What a
there
sentence.
on her stool, that mechanical arm now properly working, sitting there laughing, drinking. Shit.
Faye like initially sees her from across the bar, and it's like feels the butterflies welling up, and then like he's just like the negative thoughts start to hit his head, and he's like, oh, I can't do this, and he like starts to go back outside when he feels like a little tug and looks down, and it's just Zwok looking up disapprovingly at him. And he's like, yeah, I can't chicken out now.
You gotta activate your Riz bending. Faye. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get that out.
And Faye is gonna like put both the like the tea and the frying pan kind of like behind his back, and he's gonna move up to the chair, if there's an empty chair next to Shen, and say, is this seat taken?
Oh, hey. No, you're fine.
Okay, great. And Faye is it's gonna be weird, like, cause he's maneuvering onto a bar stool with both of his hands behind his back, so just like a little hop, and just like one of the tea boxes
staring
falls.
at you because you're basically, it looks like you're about to do a magic trick.
So how you doing?
Fine. What are you doing? What is
Good.
happening? What?
Good. How's your arm?
Oh, arm's actually a lot better.
I love you.
My arm feels great.
Good.
Yeah. What?
Great.
What?
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 I just said great.
Hold on. Like, downs the rest of the drink, turns to look at you. You don't... even really know me.
Yeah, you're right. But I got you this, and I'll take out the frying pan. Oh, and these. I dropped one. Sorry. Just put all the teas onto the counter.
You are the strangest, most interesting person I think I have ever met.
Oh God. I'll take that. You're right. I don't know you, but I'd like to get to know you. Eventually.
I think I would really like that.
Great. It's a date then.
Yeah, I think it is.
Excellent. So I'm gonna go away for a while.
What?
I don't know. Okay. So I'm just saying, I things are happening. There's spirits. We met a person who's also another person who's gonna get us into the land, and then we're gonna deal with it. I don't know how. I mean, time. I don't know how time works. I don't know how time works normally, but apparently it might work differently. So I'm just
She
saying.
just reaches over and just like puts one finger over your mouth. Give me 2 drinks of. Yeah. Takes one, downs it, hands the other to you. Yeah. Okay. Good. I want to hear all this, but not here. She like gets up off the stool, just grabs onto your cloak and just pulls you off the stool and is physically just like guiding you out of here and up out of the sewers. It's probably a good 40-ish minutes of walking and climbing. There's some points where you're pretty sure you just did breaking and entering into people's houses to like get to upstairs windows, to get to other buildings. But eventually she stops. And just sits and kind of pats the edge of the building next to her.
Faye will sit down.
You are the strangest person that I think I have probably will ever meet. You say exactly what you're thinking, which I'm not used to. I kind of like it. You're way too pure for this line of work. I don't know how you survived so far.
Yeah, I've got good friends. What can I say? Look, I'm just saying. I've been going back and forth on whether or not they're the Avatar or not. It jumps like from one person to the next. But regardless of if they are or not, they've kept me alive. You've kept me alive.
At that, she just kind of turns and stares off. You're in one of the taller buildings in Republic City. Staring out, the sun completely gone, the moon now shining on everything. And it just almost kind of lights up in moonlight. You can see streets, you can see buildings, you can see the statues, you can see the park, everything just kind of glows. I don't have anyone in my life. I have always liked it that way. I've liked being alone, No, I will not be answering questions. But you just keep just making me question that. You keep making me think maybe I don't want to be alone. Maybe it is better to have friends. And it pisses me off every time, and I can't. And she'll just like reach forward, grab the front of your shirt, and just pull you in for a kiss.
Oh snap! Oh my gosh!
Tell
Hey,
anyone, I will actually kill you.
all right, all right.
I don't know where you're going. I don't under spirit stuff. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
Just come back so we can have a proper date, okay?
yeah. I promise. And this might not be the best time, but I do want to mention that
If you're about to
I've just ticked
propose,
another
I'm gonna
box.
punch you in the face
You
so hard.
Oh my god! No, not that. But Matt is gonna say, I've just ticked off another box of my legacy of excellence.
Nice.
It's 2 in 1 episode.
Yes.
Whoa!
And Faye is gonna say, yeah, I mean, proposing on the first date, that'd be too much.
This isn't even the first date.
Okay.
No, I expect you to pick me up. I expect you to take me out. We're gonna go somewhere nice. We're both gonna dress nice. People are gonna stare at us, and we're gonna make them jealous. It's
Yes.
we're gonna go the whole thing.
Great. And Faye is gonna take out just a quick little notepad and write down everything she just said for first date, and then he'll write down a second date, propose.
That's right.
But yeah, the two of you could sit up there and talk for as long as you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to imagine that it probably zooms away when Faye just starts. I mean, like she said, he knows nothing about her, so he's just gonna be asking questions, just wanting to learn more about what she likes, what she does for fun alone, and hopefully things that she doesn't have to do alone anymore when he comes back.
The two of you could sit and talk and learn about each other up until the first rays of the sun start to peek their way up over the mountains. And that just leaves us with Kim and Dai.
Yay.
Kim, you know where your family is staying. But they probably know you're in the city.
Gonna go to my family friend. And Day is going to see something that no one in this group has seen yet. Kim is going to be very nervous, just fiddling with her fingers, just like breathing exercises, standing in front of the building, having not knocked yet.
Everything all right, Kim?
The last time I spoke to anyone in my family was not necessarily great.
Well, time has passed, and I'm sure things have changed. And if they hadn't, well, at least you have me.
have.
For
Just
whatever that is worth to you. I know you don't like me very much.
Okay. We're about to do something very emotionally heavy for me.
Which
So
is
I
why
don't have the time to respond to that comment.
That's why I
But
made
I
a joke to try to
appreciate
lighten the mood.
I'm going to knock. Just a nice little,
Nice normal knock.
just a nice normal knock.
Bring it back to normal knock.
Yes.
It's a few moments. You do hear some rustling inside. Hear a voice call out. No, do you have any idea what time it is? Wherever you are, please come back in the morning. I beg of you.
This whole time I would have been putting the keys through the door, so I'm just gonna unlock it and walk in. I have every right to be here as you right now, okay? And I know what time it is. But it's the only time I have at the moment.
You are standing face to face with a much older gentleman. Probably a lot older than you remember. But he just looks at you. I heard you were back in the city. I figured it was temporary.
That's what I thought. And then it started to look permanent, and now it's starting to look temporary again. So I wanted to come and say hi.
Yes.
Manners.
Hello?
This is my good friend, Day Zishan, of the family name.
Yes. I
Pleasure to
very
meet
much know of your family. Wonderful, wonderful folks.
We're running low on time. And I
something the
decided I
matter?
wanted to spend it. It's not something I think I would ever be able to describe or explain, because it's not really something that I am the center. But this is a friend of my family's. Xian.
Yeah, yes.
He's,
Pleasure to meet you.
he's helped me grow up. Seem like an uncle. We used to be very close.
Before unfortunate circumstances, yes, we were quite close.
He is the one who taught me how to be a traveling business person.
You've taught Kim very well. She's very skilled at what she does.
One of the best. Far better than I ever could strive to be, I'm sure.
Don't sell yourself too short. We all have to start somewhere, and we've all come from somewhere different. And just because we've walked different roads doesn't mean that they were any easier.
Kim, know that what happened between you and your parents, I didn't want to take sides. I had no choice.
I don't blame you. If I was in your position, I probably would have done the same. It was all for the better anyways. Speaking of, have you contacted either of them as of late?
No.
So no one else staying here? Or are you just by yourself?
It's been a lonely few years, I'll admit. I've racked myself somewhat full of guilt, and it's it's just very good to see you again.
Kim's going in for a hug.
Yeah.
Just
Like, he's a little shocked at first, but then, kind of slowly starts to return the hug, and then it's just a full, like, Papa Bear squeeze.
I've been avoiding visiting you for pretty much the entire time I've been here.
I've
But I
been
wanted to make sure
avoiding
that
going out to look for you no matter how much I wanted to.
Anyways, is there a way? No. So little time, and I'm still not sure what to do with it. Is there a way we could get some drinks and snacks prepared? I would like to bring a few on the road with me. I have some friends who
Leaving the
I
city
will be
again.
doing. Yes, unfortunately.
When will you be back?
I don't know. I would love to have some kind of time span, but that's just impossible to figure out, unfortunately.
Time, the one thing that we never have enough of, and we all waste far too much of. Please, sit. See what I have. Oh, Dai, you'll probably be very interested in this. And he'll, like, pull out this binder and just flip it open, and it's pictures from baby up until, like, 14, 15 years old.
Oh,
I'm going to be honest, sir. These photos are making me feel very uncomfortable. I'd rather not look at such depictions of my friend without her consent.
Oh,
Let him
terribly
have
sorry. I
his
didn't
moment.
mean to.
What was that?
Let him have his moment. It's fine.
Kim, I also know that you have not yet seen this, and from your family's old estate, there wasn't much that was recovered, but I found
Well,
these.
then, let us peruse together, shall we, friend?
Let us.
There's, I mean, young Kim, there's knickknacks, there's pieces of an old childhood blanket. Literally everything that he could recover. Yeah. If you're gone for a good long while, I might not be here when you get back. Wanted you to know that left everything in my estate to you.
Going in for a second hug.
mhm.
At this point, he has just started bawling. Just this kind of like mountain of a man, probably close to 300 pounds of, former like treasure hunter basically. Like someone that traveled muscular fit, but over these years has kind of become more sedentary. Still, a massive man.
Should I give you two some time?
sorry for making you uncomfortable.
Oh, not at all. It's good to see you happy, Kim. I feel you really needed this.
Yeah.
I'll see you in about 20 hours.
Give or take. Thank you for being here.
Of course. It's never good to be alone when you don't have to be. And Dai will just sew himself out.
You'd leave, probably hearing the sounds of, do you remember that one time when you were a child? And it just goes on and on. And
I think Dai stands by the door a little bit, listening to their conversation, just kind of smiling before heading back to his estate. By this point, it is late. The family has gone to bed. The servants have retired for the evening. Those that do need late night work, very few. And are used to Dai's coming and goings in these recent days. Probably a light acknowledgement here or there, but nothing major. So Dai walks alone. Back to his room. He sits at his desk and produces a pen and some paper. And he writes 4 letters to 4 different people. 4 of his previous friends back in the Earth Kingdom at the Academy. The ones he had to leave behind to come to Republic City. And he tells as much as he can of his adventures in the city, of the 4 new friends he made. The waterbender, so hard on herself, but tries so hard. So much potential. Firebender, noble soldier, proud warrior, who could use some more gentleness, not to others, but to himself. The Earthbender, cold like the rocks she manipulates and the money she trades, but deep down, a caring, compassionate soul. And the genius, the builder, the master planner, the heart of the team, that he writes to his friend who is also a non-bender, to remind them that you do not need to bend. You do not need great wealth or great power, but just happiness, just compassion. And each of his friends, he tells of each of his new friends and the lessons they have taught him, and he passes those lessons on in hopes that they in turn will pass those lessons on to their friends. And he sends them these letters sealed with a seal to the servants who will deliver them and travel them across the world to where it will be read. But perhaps he will not be there to see them when they read the letters. And it's very likely he will not be there to read the replies. And knowing this, he turns off the lights and goes to bed alone.
Final light in the manor turning off. It's quiet. It is dark. The city sleeps. Some of the city stares out, talking about what it's like to be alone and how you grew up in this city as Faye and Shen get to know each other. watch those souls that are up, still cuddled in, still embracing each other, still just enjoying the night. Whatever this night meant for Zai and Mayari. Or it's filled with stories. It's Kim and your uncle, Xian. Talk about the past, reminisce, and have this conversation that should have happened years ago. Or Ember realizing that you may have just talked to Fire Lord Zuko and you didn't know it, and you is that really what you said? The one chance you had to talk to Fire Lord Zuko, and this is what I said?
Mind blown.
But eventually the sun has to rise. These moments have to be cut short. These goodbyes have to be said. Because that's what heroes do. And we find ourselves side by side, standing and staring at the tent. You've all arrived close to the same time. You've had your day to close your affairs. You all stand there and look at each other. Legacy of the Lost. What would you like to do?
I think Ember like looks at everybody and goes, "So I met the Fire Lord."
I thought he was your best friend.
No,
I thought
no.
I was your best friend.
Yes. Oh shit! Did I say that? I don't know. Yeah, yeah. It's too late now. I can't take you back.
Okay, best friend or not, you met with the Fire Lord? What did
Well,
he
it was
did he
sort
tell
of-
him?
Well, it was a sort of like, I was there talking to my captain, and then some person who's in the hood like put a hand on my shoulder and was like, "It's good to go help out your friends when they need your help." And then I was like, "Thank you, kind stranger." And then they walked away, and I was like, "Wait a second." And then I noticed, and then I remembered the voice, and I was like, "Oh." And then the captain confirmed it, and then I freaked out a little bit. But other than that, it was a good moment.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
I just disrespectfully regarded the Fire Lord.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
thank you, kind
calling
stranger.
kind stranger is that's a term to use for the
There are worse
Lord of the-
things to call him.
That's true.
yeah.
He'll never forget you.
Um, I like to say I disagree with that,
Cool.
but I hope that he doesn't. Honestly,
With all due respect, friends, I think it is time for us to go.
Okay. You haven't seen what's coming or what's there. Just do whatever you can to survive. And thank you for believing me.
Always
The
will.
least we can do.
isn't it natural to just believe your friends?
Yeah. Whether they are or aren't the Avatar.
Definitely isn't. But
Honestly, with the amount of things that we have seen that blow the lid off of my understanding of metaphysics and reality, Sure. Maybe she is.
If not the
Fair enough.
avatar, at least the mentor to the avatar.
Which, frankly, I think is far more impressive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, I'm friends with the mentor to the. You know what? I'm getting fired up. Let's do this. And he starts steaming.
All right.
Well, the tent lies in front of you.
I think Mayari, like before going into the tent, would just like touch Kim's wrist, and kind of like hold her back for a second. I'm sorry. I called for you. And you didn't come, but you couldn't come, and I shouldn't have put that on you. And I'm just so grateful that you're coming now.
I will always be here. No threat could ever come in. I'm gonna pull you into a hug.
And she will return it real tight.
It's one of those never let go. Fine. Whatever this is, you're not alone. Remember.
We're not alone. And she'll walk into the tent with her friends.
It's like stepping into a ice box. The temperature drops sharply. You can all clearly see your breath. But it's not the inside of this tent you're stepping into. It's this wave of cold and dark. And you find that you're stepping out of the tent, staring out at a destroyed Republic City. There are screeches in the distance of some unearthly creature. It sounds almost human, but not quite. There's something wrong. And I need everyone to roll your focus, please.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, not focus.
I got a villain point.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did. I rolled double sixes. So
Nice.
Can I
that-
pull a move? Can I pull a move? Can
Yes.
I furrow my brow?
Yep.
Okay.
Furrow that brow!
I got a total of 14. Though.
14.
I have a 10.
10.
11.
11.
8.
8.
Oh, Faye!
Oh no, 4!
Oh, Faye, please.
Not
Please,
Faye!
strongest fighter.
Don't worry, I'll help you.
God gives the
Ember-
lowest
There's a
rolls
hero
for his
point,
strongest
isn't-
fighters.
There is a hero point.
Why? There is a hero point.
Yes.
Oh, is there a hero point? Oh,
Yes.
oh yes.
Is that just a
Is Faye gonna,
rerolling?
are
It's
you
just a
gonna
reroll,
reroll?
Okay.
You've got this, Faye.
I believe in you.
Oh my gosh, that turned into double sixes, baby!
Yeah.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Plot armor.
Thank you, hero
Oh.
point!
Yeah!
Plot armor, baby!
Oh my gosh.
Ember
It's like,
and
wait a
Faye,
minute.
The two of you immediately find that you have stepped through. And there's a moment where you're looking around and you don't see anyone else, just each other. And then Mayarli finally steps through. And then Kim finally steps through. You're just looking at each other, waiting.
Die?
Die?
No answer.
Fitting name.
Oh god, how do we... Did Dai come through and then disappear, or did Dai never come through?
Oh, no.
When you stepped through, it took every ounce of concentration you had. It tried to pull everyone apart. There was just a half moment where it was strong enough to cause your step to falter. Just half a second at the most. You step through, but there's no one here with you.
And Dai just begins to sob. And falls to his knees and cries.
You'd be here for what would feel like about a week before you hear another tear in reality, and you hear voices of Faye and Mayari and Ember and Kim. They are calling for you, looking for you. It doesn't make sense that they can't find you. What have you been doing for this week? How have you been getting by?
Struggling, probably, because we are in the ruins of a city. I mean, Dai is a competent fighter, so he's been fighting off whatever ravenous beasts that have been. Probably have made himself a little shelter in some blown-out building. Scavenged for food or any remnants of anything that's been left behind. Looks like hell. Feels like hell.
Between sessions, we'll have to talk, because I'm going to give you a move. We're going to find a move that would fit your time spent here alone, fending off these monsters, fighting for your life.
Oh my god.
As you all see a haggard and just kind of older Dai, just kind of aged by circumstance rather than time. Would you reveal yourself to them?
Style. Strut from the ruins and the wreckage, probably wearing a full beard at this point. Eyes somewhat sunken, dust and blood covering his once fine garments. And just looks at you, just like he looked at you back in the sewers after the incident at the glass factory. And just stares.
Doesn't make any sense. You were right.
Yeah,
How long have you been here?
Dai doesn't say anything.
Mayari will just slowly start to approach, cautiously, hands out, but walking closer, closer, closer. Is Dai staying still, backing away?
He just stands still, locks eyes with you.
She will keep going until she has wrapped herself around you.
And Dai just cries silently against Mayari. And drops his staff.
She squeezes you, not so tight because I think she can feel where you've thinned out slightly over this past week and the kind of like injuries you might have sustained, so she holds you carefully. And she whispers in your ear, "I'm so sorry. I know you said not to say that, but I'm so sorry. I don't know how this happened. But we're gonna make it right. We're gonna end this. And we will never leave you behind again."
And Dai opens his mouth. His voice is hoarse. You learned how to apologize. Well done.
She won't say anything else.
Great!
I think that is a fantastic point as we stare out over whatever this world is. To bring this episode to a close, we ran a little longer than we wanted to, but we got there.
I think we ran as long as we needed to.
Oh God.
Now prepare to watch us all perish next episode.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to my absolutely amazing cast who brought it tonight. We brought the energy we didn't know we were bringing, but it was there.
Or something, all right.
What happened? I'm shell shocked.
But yeah, this was episode 7. We are halfway through. This is the halfway point.
It feels like the end game, honestly.
Yeah,
It's all downhill from
What could possibly be
here.
left?
this feels like
The first
this feels like
Everyone's telling their loved ones, like, yeah, we may never come back, and saying our goodbyes. Yeah, it feels like we're gonna die.
halfway through, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
no
Nowhere-
save.
That's,
Nowhere to go but up.
No say.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you all. You're amazing tonight. Thank you to everyone that came to support us. Thank you to everyone that followed. Y'all are amazing. We love you so much. But I'm going to pass it around, get everyone a chance to tell you who they are and where you can find them on the internet, because these are all amazingly talented people that I am so lucky to get to work with. Go the same order we did for intros, so we will start with Caitlin.
Hey everybody, I am Caitlin. You can find me at Kenny Kenney plays on Twitter, Instagram, here on Twitch, or Twitch is different. But anyway, you can find me generally there. I played Mayari Besho tonight, who went through a lot of shit, but I'm so glad that she had her die moment, and I'm so sorry. Yeah, just you're all incredible to work with. I'm so happy to be here. Come check me out here playing Mayari in every 2 weeks. But also in a future time, there will be a part 2 to D&D 5e homebrewed mystery one shot, Death on the Dirigible, at some point. So come check that out when that is up, and watch it on our YouTubes if you haven't seen the first part or my prior mystery with the Myth crew, haunted Night at the Haunted Museum. So yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah. And over to possibly the best love scene, like the best declaration of love that I've ever seen in a TTRPG. Over to Matt. That was perfect.
Thank you. Y'all are too kind. I'm Matt. I've played Faye this evening. Faye now with a Bay.
Hey!
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. You can find me everywhere as improv and RPG. That's all I've got. Thank you so much. Y'all are a delight.
Heck yeah. And over to Xtel.
Hello everybody. I'm XL. And just a quick comment. No, yeah, when you were like, "I love you," almost threw my headphones. I don't know if you saw. I was like, please. But yo, everybody, XL, pronouns he, him. You can find me at Extra the King on all the socials except Facebook. I'm not there. Don't look for me. Just don't. You can catch me. There's a lot. There's Monday nights. I'm talking XP for Ravenloft, the Curse of Strahd game called Ravenloft Misfits. Tuesday nights you can catch me on Faye Fatale's channel where we play Pathfinder, where I play Gabriel Sunbringer, a monk who is based off of Gojo from JJK. Look, he's great. I don't know what you want me to do.
Nice.
Wednesday nights, Blood Tax isn't happening more. We're on our season break. I don't know why I laughed so hard right there, but there you go. We're on our season break right now, but you can catch us and watch our episodes on YouTube on Take Your Roll. You can catch me every other Friday here for 7 more episodes because this is just the middle. So,
Right?
you know, buckle in, everybody.
Yeah.
It's gonna get
You can
wild.
catch me every other Sunday on Altered Echo Archives, where I play Jax, who one-shots people, but he just got his ass kicked last session. But you know, whatever, it's okay. But yeah, that's all I got. Anything more, you can see me like post about it on all the socials, wherever I'm at, whatever we're hanging nowadays.
Yeah. And then I don't know how every session Dai just continues to like push the boundary of being this supportive friend that is supportive even if you don't know that you need a supportive friend, just like to everyone. I don't know how you do it, but Winter, you are a delight to have at the table.
It's really funny because I usually play villains, so like this is new for me. Hello,
The villains make the greatest friends.
right?
Yes.
Well, hi everyone. I am Winter. It's she pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at Fiction and False. That is my personal Twitter where I post a lot of TTRPG hot takes, get blacklisted by everybody in the industry, and retweet a lot of weird kink stuff. So anyway, that's my weird personal Twitter. You can also find me on Blue Sky at BC Publishing. This is my indie TTRPG and art publication business I'm getting off the ground. So if you have a game or a work of art that you want help with marketing or kickstarting or just generally getting the project off the ground, hit me up and we'll see what we can do for you.
Heck yeah. And then over to, the story with Kim's family is something that makes me personally sad, and I so hope that we get to see on screen. I want it so bad. But Nicole.
Hi, I'm McCall. I play Kim Tama tonight. You could find me at Aeterno Studio. That's AETERNO Studio on most social media, including, surprisingly, Etsy. You don't know it's a social media, but there are ways. I have finally, after months of talking about it, soft launched my shop.
Yes.
You can find stickers and prints, and soon some cute little mushroom
Get them
figurines.
shrooms.
I would say if you want to like hit me up regularly to go to Twitter, but like I've been so dead on Twitter lately. I've had classes and they have ruined my social life. But yeah, every other Friday or whenever it's scheduled, I'm here playing Kim. And it's been a delight, and you all have made me cry. on stream, which has never happened before.
Aw.
So many firsts tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a well-earned cry, honestly.
Yeah.
But that's all you got?
That's all I got.
That just leaves me. I'm going to make it real quick. I have been Andrew, storyteller for tonight's game. If you want to come roll some dice with us, we would love to have you. We do casting calls each and every month. This month we are doing the Caravan of Cthulhu. It's an entire week of Call of Cthulhu 7th edition games. I'm so excited. We have so many great casts. It is going to be a ton of fun. But come check it out. That is all I have. This game just every single week I go into it expecting something and I come out the other side with that John Travolta meme of
I feel like every week it's like today's gonna be a chill session, and then it's
No.
it's
And it's a
not at all.
different way every single time.
Yeah.
every time.
It's like we say it's a chill session, and we know it's not going to be a chill session, but it's never not a chill session in the way we expect it to not be a chill session.
You know,
Yeah.
It's not chill in a different way.
it's emotional damage every time.
I'm going to throw a raid over to our friends at Long Lost Lore. They are playing Blood from a Stone. I have no idea what that is, but I'm excited to go check it out.
Yeah, go check it out.
That's all I got. As always, be good people, do good things, and in all of the best ways, make your friends cry. I'll see you soon, everyone.
Bye.